voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Hustle for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wah 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 lift it up.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday, right? It's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. How y'all doing? Come on in, get the likes up on the video. I love that y'all are here today. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you are new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to everybody, y'all. It is a beautiful day. It's warming up in Georgia. I hope it's warming up where you at. Because, baby, I went outside and took a walk, hugged me a few trees, and it was great, okay? So I hope y'all do the same. It helps me vibrate at a high level. I feel like I'm, I'm flying high. How Candy said, Candy girl. How she said, I fly above all the haters. When I be hugging on trees, it make me feel like that. Anyways, come on in. Get the likes up on the video and welcome to the Morning Joce. This is the Morning Joce. I am your girl, Voodoo Doll TV. We do this Monday through Friday. So pull up and subscribe so you can know when we go live, okay? Now, we got a show today. Before we get into that, let's get into the morning announcements, and they are as follows. Black America, I love you most, so you already know what it is. I need you guys to tap back into the Most High. Tap back into God, source, whatever you believe in. It's time to tap back in. We are in very heavy, deep spiritual warfare, and all hands need to be on deck, and you need to be awakened before you get swept away in this madness. So it is very imperative that Black America wake up, start to do their genealogy, which we'll get to here in a second, but most importantly, tap back into God, okay? You have to do that. And then secondly, obviously, it's about the genealogy. I push it every day. It is very, very important, Black America, for you to do your genealogy. Right now, it's separating the real from the fake. That's what this is about. The delineation movement started by Tariq Nasheed. That's great. And that's going to lead us right into our genealogy. So please, y'all, do your genealogy if you don't do nothing else. All it is a family tree. So go ahead and find out the people who came before you so that you can revere those people instead of the ones that they give us. Because a lot of the ones they give us, we shouldn't be revering no way. So do your genealogy. Get to know your ancestors. Get to know them. They'll bless you, I promise. Get to know them and get back to God. But anyways, come on in, get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got a show. Let's get into it. So I guess I'll bring up the E.J. Johnson thing. I honestly didn't want to because I don't normally care to entertain delusional gays, but we'll talk about it today. EJ says he was eating the girls. Now, I don't think he was talking about real girls. I think he was talking about like the girls, but we'll go with that. And he talked about dating down low men and all types of stuff or not dating them. We'll get into that. Then we got Boosie. Boosie, it has not been looking good for Boosie, girl. Yesterday, we went over some lady coming on the internet calling CPS on Boosie and saying she was his wife. We talked about that lady yesterday. Well, yesterday evening, another lady came out and said that Boosie RAP'd her when she was 5 years old. And it done send Boosie up and down the ladder. Boosie was sending out $1,000 for people to find the girl, for the people to find the girl name. Boosie can't find the girl name, but the accusations is already out there. Boosie talking about suing the girl, and I'm saying suing for what? I think it's a setup. People are assuming it's Kodak Black in them. I don't know what's going on. All I know is Boosie is not having a good day. Not at all. But we'll get into it. Then we got to get into Swizz Beatz and Alicia Steves. You heard they said they around there kidnapping people and whatnot. Allegedly. I didn't say it. This was on the internet. We gonna talk about it. Then we got Brandy responds to being called a slut from the 90s. I don't know why I wouldn't have, but she responded trying to say, oh, it wasn't like that, girl. You were a slut, and it's okay. We not even looking down on you. We like beating you up. But again, Brandy likes to live in this delusional world like we still think she that little girl sitting up in her room. Girl, you was never sitting up in that room. We'll get to it. And then we're going to get into the $5 footlongs upset with Black Americans doing our Indian culture in New Orleans. And then we're going to get into a little bit of reclassification so y'all can understand why we are so confused today. So come on in, get the likes up on the video, and shout out to everybody in the building. I hope you guys are doing well. Like I was telling y'all this morning, when I tell you I got up, I did a couple of shorts or whatever, and then I got up, I went walk. I felt amazing. Do you hear me? Amazing. It was great. I let the sun hit the top of my head. It was good. I was just like, I just felt so refreshed. When I get off of here, I'm gonna go, I have to go and water my plants and stuff like that and talk to them. But I'm just like, girl, listen, life is good. I can't complain. The sun is out. My skin is popping. I'm drinking water. Speaking of, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, life is life and good. Life is life and good. I want to get into a couple of honorable mentions. You've been seeing my shorts? Somebody say I've been seeing your shorts. The people seeing you. Who's seeing me, girl? Who been seeing the shorts? If y'all see my shorts, make sure you like the video. Like the little shorts so we can get me in the short algorithm. They say that's where the people at. I'm trying to go over there and see what they talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be posting buku shorts. So make sure y'all see them, you know, yeah. Hit the like button on the doll. Yeah, hit the like button, put it in the algorithm. Why not? Anyways, let's get into a couple of honorable mentions before we get started with the actual show. Before we get into the Piers Morgan bit. We're gonna talk about that tonight. We're gonna talk about that. What is going on? No, this is what I want to talk about. Oh, remember was it this channel? Or was it, I think it was the other channel. Then I should not then. I'm not going to do it because I want to do it later on tonight anyway, because that's more of my reality TV channel. So never mind. I don't disregard. Hold on 1 second. Y'all give me 1 second if you can. I'm just trying to see something. Okay. I thought I had some. I guess we jumping right into the show because I don't have no. I thought I had some. I thought I had some honorable mentions, but I don't think. Ooh, I got one. Found one. You know, because this is stuff we got to be discussing now. Now, y'all, I've been telling y'all to strap it up. The diseases is out there, and this is not by happenstance. This is another Tuskegee experiment type T. But I told y'all that, and y'all don't listen to me. But I will say this. The numbers are showing that I'm right. All across Black America, wherever Black Americans reside, there is a high rate of STIs, STDs, whatever you want to call them. And it's getting out of hand. And this is not because people are nasty, which it is sort of because people are nasty, but it's not solely because people are nasty. I told y'all this is the same thing they did with the Tuskegee experiment. They put the disease in the community, and then they turn around and blame it on the people for spreading it. Remember, we wouldn't get the disease if they wouldn't give it to us. That's what they're doing with these STIs today. That's why people have higher rates of HIV. That's why the high rates of herpes and all these other STIs are coming out, because they are putting it in the neighborhoods. But y'all don't want to believe me. Anyway, you ain't got to believe me. Believe the numbers. Let's get into this clear boy telling y'all.
Sip a drink after me. Don't ask for a bite of food. None of that. We're so lucky Diddy is still locked up. Man, oh man. Because I promise you, if he got his hands on Houston, none of y'all would have been coming home. Would have been on flights to LA, my mother. Let this be a lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all hear how this white boy sound black? Listen to what he's saying, how he's talking, his hair, his mannerisms. You seeing a clear boy. but you hearing yourself. I want you to pay attention to your influence. This ain't how clear people talk, and who knows how clear people talk, because everything they got came from us. But pay attention, because it's not just him. All people do this. I'm talking about people who barely speak English talk just like this. Pay attention.
Please? Man, oh man. Where do we start, ladies and gentlemen? I think the first place we start is writing down every person you saw in Houston and staying away 6 feet from them. Everybody that's just landed back on the DMV from Houston, go ahead and get them tests. And don't ask me to hit no fucking J. Don't ask to sip a drink after me. Don't ask for a bite of food. None of that. We're so lucky Diddy is still locked up. Man, oh man. Because I promise you, if he got his hands on Houston, none of y'all would have been coming home. Would have been on flights to LA, my mother. Let this be a lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. Please? Man, oh man. Where do we...
Anyways, y'all strap it up. Strap it up. The diseases are out there. You know what I'm saying? Really bad. And people are doing crazy stuff, not thinking they're going to get caught, okay? But please strap it up. I don't know how many Clears was in Houston at spring break, but maybe he hang around the Negroes. He sound like it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, they typically get to hang around the Negroes, and then once they get to hang around the Negroes make them feel comfortable, or at least the black-looking Negroes. They get them feeling, you know what I'm saying? They get to making them feel comfortable enough. Then they might even make them feel comfortable enough to say the N-word. And then, you know, it goes on so on and so forth. It's ridiculous. Let's get into the show, because I don't think I have anything else as of now. But let's get into the show. Why not? Girl, I knew you lying. Have y'all been seeing... Have y'all been paying attention? I'm sorry, I'm strolling it on the stream. Have y'all been paying attention to the fact that Solange's son has been out and about recently? So Solange's son has been out and about in the internet, and he's been talking about how he felt played, how people on the internet was calling him gay when he was younger, and I thought that was messed up. But he's just been out talking about a lot of stuff, and somebody got a video of him saying he will rate Mama Tina Gumbo a 7. Go back and hide, child. We'll get to it, though. Give me 1 second. Let's get into E.J. Johnson. Let's start with him first, since he was delusional. Let's start with E.J. Johnson. I didn't really want to talk about E.J. Johnson, but I will bring him up. People asked about it, so let's roll it out. I'm not really a fan, though. Anyways, so E.J. Johnson, the son of Magic Johnson, who is 7 feet tall. Let's get him on here. He's been going viral here lately because he's been saying things such as he had told his parents at a young age that they should not call him boy or refer to him by any male pronouns. He said he was eating up the girls. He had to come and put the skirts on when he was younger, eat up the girls because the girls couldn't do it. He said he don't date DL men, or he only dates straight men, or he don't date gay men, and that offended some gay men. And I seen Funky had went off on him. Funky was like, basically Funky highlighted the elitist status that some gay men do or get when they get in these industries. And you know, this ain't the first place I heard this. That we're going to talk about Negroes. We're going to talk about black people, because this ain't just gay men. This black people, period. Some black people, some black Americans, when they get in certain systems, they forget they black. And not only that, they become worse than the Clears or the other people. It is what it is. So when Funky was talking about how EJ is so removed from the gays and all of that stuff because of his status, it made sense, because I'm like, okay, now, and then again, EJ Johnson is 7 feet tall. He's not eating nobody up. I don't give a damn what he say. But I think it's projection anyway. Not projection. It's just him saying stuff to make him go viral. Let's get into a little bit of EJ Johnson. What is this?
Okay, so this is night 2 look. Okay, for the dinner, we're giving this. This is the ending dinner after the Reese appointment. I'm obsessed with this corset. Like, I saw this. This was the full look for the runway, and I think they showed it with a jacket. But I was obsessed when I came down the runway. I was like, oh, I have to have this. I'm obsessed with leather corsets and also this midi skirt, which is great because I'm very tall. And for anybody else who's tall, those tall girls, it hits perfectly. Because sometimes I like right at the knee. I don't want too short because I have a long torso and I have long legs. So sometimes you just want it to be, you know, you want to get the length on it. So you don't want to give too much. Now, if you do want to do something shorter, I always go a little bit longer on top. So it's not too much skin. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. We don't want to hoe out too much. You know what I'm saying? Like just give them a little bit. But yeah, we're obsessed with this look. We have some jewels going on, honey. Some diamonds going on. Always important. It's very dominatrix, but it's also very like, I don't know. She you know, she has a day job too. She's not just like working the streets. Like she has an office somewhere and she's like yelling at a lot of people and telling them what to do. Like it's very bossy. And I love that they kind of gave that kind of like leather bar cruising, you know, to that collection in spring summer 2026. We have this fabulous mink coat. It may not get that cold, but I do get cold if like my skin is exposed. So we have our coat just in case. I mean, look at this drama, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, like, can you even? I mean, look at this. I love a good coat that you can do a lot of things with. Like you can throw it over here, or you can do this, or you can do like that. Like this coat has a lot of drama, yes. This is also Nick Polo George's custom number just for me. Oh, yes. I mean, this is just, I mean, you can't go wrong with this drama. But it's good because you can have it down here, you can have it down here. Like, you know, you're not really committed to a full coat.
I'm about to say, I'm about had enough now.
Which I feel like is important for most coats, especially, you know, in this season and in March. In a March in Paris, you don't want too much.
It's just over the top. It's just very much over the top. You know what I noticed? Not all. Some gay men, I noticed this. Some gay men, whenever they reach a certain number or status or whatever they feel they need to reach, they start to channel the white woman. Y'all ever notice that? They turn into clear women. You know, because she's like, you know, she's like, you know, it's crazy. All the white men, when they go gay, they mimic the black woman. But when not all, but when a lot of the black men go gay, they mimic the old white lady. Is it me? And the ones who don't mimic the old white lady, they revere her so much that they compare everybody else to her, like Funky. Funky be the main one talking about EJ is elitist, but Funky is also the person that'll get on the internet and tell you he an old white lady, a rich white lady. They have this weird fascination with white women. It's weird. And the white men who gay, they just have a weird fascination with black women. It's ironic. I think somebody needs to study that. But anyway, I don't know. It just was coming to me because EJ Johnson literally has a world inside of his head. None of us are privy to this world. You can tell by how he's talking, what he's saying, even the way he's looking at himself. He sees something completely different than we do. And it's not a bad thing, to be completely honest. I want to be that delusional about me, as a matter of fact. I actually not envy, but I admire that. Yeah, he's that delusional. But let's be real. You feel what I'm saying? EJ Johnson, I think he tries to create a world from the inside out, and maybe it works for him. I'm not him, but the outside just don't see what EJ sees. Anyway, like I said, he's 7'6". Talking about I got a long torso. Nigga, what size shoe? What size stiletto? You got to get your shoes specially made. You got to. He got to wear a size 25 in the shoe. Anyways, he's been going viral here lately because he's been saying a lot of things about, well, he went and did an interview with the King. Y'all know the King, Carlos, that is. Carlos King did an interview with EJ Johnson. Why? We didn't ask for it, but I guess Carlos is a queen, so I guess he wanted to interview another queen. But you know what? I'm kind of glad he did because we got something to talk about. So anyways, he interviewed, EJ Johnson, and EJ Johnson had a few clips that went viral. One of those was talking about how he don't like DL men, he likes straight men. Now, let's be clear. A man who engages in any sort of sexual activity with another man, be it a trans woman or a man, is gay. Down low at best, but gay at worst. And I'm not saying that being gay is bad, but I'm just trying to give you an example. Okay. But yes, he's gay. And in the delusional mind of some of these people, they would rather change your minds and what your reality is to fit the narrative of what's in their heads. Because the fact of the matter is, any man who engage in any sexual activity with another man, you're gay. Down low, gay, schmo gay, whatever. Gay is two left shoes, as my mama used to say. You see what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't like them spreading the delusion to us by saying that the men you sleep with, because see, this is the theory. This is what I think. In my head, when I see gay men or trans women, because shout out to the lesbians and the trans men. You never hear none of this from them people. Oh, y'all the smartest of the group. Matter of fact, I think the lesbians and the trans women, I think y'all should delineate. They making y'all look bad. Hey, get the lesbians and the trans women up here. I mean, the trans men. Y'all need to delineate because it's getting bad out here at the LGBTQ center. I'm going to be honest. It's getting kind of crazy. It's getting hectic. If I was y'all, I would probably think about it. I'm not saying do it, but I would start making some plans because it's getting crazy out here. Okay? But anyways, the gay dudes like the E.J. Johnson and all of that, they get delusional at best and start hollering about these men are gay because in their minds, they really believe, no, they don't believe it. In their minds, they're telling themselves every single day that either they are a girl or they literally compare to other girls. And when I say literally, I don't mean like as far as dress, makeup, hair. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, period, as far as who we are genetically, how we present to the world, how we operate in the world. Some of those men really do believe, and not all, this is not for all gay men. I'm talking about some of the men who think like this. Some of them really do believe that they try to make that world a reality by getting you to play in the reindeer games. And I just refuse. E.J. Johnson look a mess. And if anybody is smashing him, they smashing him on the low. So you definitely not doing anything with a straight man. Because a straight man wouldn't have to hide your big ass. Let's get into the giraffe.
Attract gay men. And I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
And let me say this. If I was a gay man, I would be offended like F. Like, what you mean you're not attracted to gay men? Because, bitch, what are you? That's like a black woman getting on here and we all lesbians and scissoring and whatnot. And a black lesbian woman come up to me and be like, because I'm not even attracted to black lesbians. Bitch, I know you lying. Bitch, you feel what I'm saying? I would feel some type of way. Because how you figure you going to get on here and fix your lips to say, because I don't mess with gay men.
Tell me more about that.
You know, it's just, I think like if you ask any of the girls, like they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. You know, that's what, like, I don't care what, you know, like I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you are happy being who you are. But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, you know, gay things because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also like, they're like, you know, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, you know, hey girl, like, you know, it's not like you're not in here like the rest of us are. You know, I don't attract.
EJ, the reason why you don't attract men at gay clubs is probably because EJ attracts men who have down low fetishes. EJ attracts men who wouldn't dare do things with EJ in the public, but these are things that they probably thought about since they were little boys or had fantasies about, you know what I mean? Behind the scenes, things that they never talked to anybody about. That's why EJ likes to be in amongst those places because he gets to weave out those men. Those ones who are cosplaying as heterosexual men. He really is going after the down low man who never want to admit it. That's his crowd. That's his target audience. The down low man that would never admit it. But he's going to make it seem like, oh, no, I don't go to the gay club because the girls don't care because you're just a gay man. It's not, being a gay man is not going to get other gay men's attention because, bitch, we all gay men. What else you got? That's the problem. He is a unicorn amongst down low men who don't want to admit it. But when he is amongst his own kind, he blends in. And that's why he has an issue. And I'm not even a gay man, and I can see that. And I don't even be at the gay men's clubs, and I can see that too. But I did used to be at the gay club all the time. Let's be clear. I used to be at the gay club all the time. Not too much the lesbian club, but the gay club used to be in there. So I kind of know what it be going on and all of that. So please, okay? I'm not too green to the situation.
Gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
You know, it's just, I think like if you ask any of the girls, like they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. You know, that's what, like, I don't care what, you know, like I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you're happy being who you are. But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, you know, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also like, they're like, you know, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, you know, hey girl, like, you know, it's not, you're not in here like the rest of us are. You know, I don't attract gay men, and I'm not.
EJ think he bigger than the program. EJ think he bigger than the program, and EJ knows he's not bigger than the program. Let me give you the real tea. EJ Johnson was that awkward, tall-ass kid who was really supposed to play basketball. God gave him everything physically for him to go right behind his daddy and dribble a ball. EJ resented that. The moment he came to consciousness and knew he was a nigga, that nigga windmilled on the inside till he couldn't windmill no more. And EJ is still windmilling to this day. And because EJ has a windmill on himself internally, he has separated himself from his peers. And when I say his peers, I don't mean black people. I mean even other gays. That's why he get in front of other gays and to sit and act like, oh, well, the girls, you know, they don't check for me, because you don't check for them, because you at war with yourself, fool. You at war with yourself. You big, you tall, you awkward. You can't even be the young, fabulous white woman you really want to be, because you too much of a big old nigga. I don't give a damn how well your makeup and your hair is. Nobody is going to look at you and see a woman in no sense of the word. And this is what EJ battles with every single day of the week. Because in his mind, if he could take a whole foot off, he would. And at least he could blend in. At least he could be amongst his peers and act like he's this, that, and the third. But it's hard for him to do it when he's the giraffe sticking amongst the trees. You get it? I'm just giving y'all the tea. So because he hasn't wrestled with that, what he does is project out to the world what he really wants to live like, but he knows that ain't what it is. So he get around other gays and act like he's better than them, or he get around other people and act like I'm richer than them. Either way, he's pretending in this world that really doesn't exist, because for a smidgen of a second, he gets to act like he's better than people that he really know he's not. He's really insecure. And he likes down low men. And I'm pretty sure the men who bending him over are clear men, old wrinkle balls, and they lapita birds about this big. Because them be the ones with all the money. You know what I'm saying? They little thing barely working. They got foot fetishes. You know what I'm saying? They into a little animal play a little bit if you talk to them long enough. You feel what I'm saying? You know, them type niggas, the old clears run Fortune 500 companies, but then you find out through the grapevine that they mess with the girls and stuff, or the boys. It's them the ones he go get. I know what I'm looking at, man. Stop acting crazy. I know what I'm looking at. Them the ones bending him over. You get it? And he bending them over too. That's his target audience. And for all the gays, if y'all want to know why he ain't in the target, he ain't at the club, because y'all, them people who do all that, they don't be at the gay club. They be at dinner with their wives. You get it? Stop acting crazy. I think he had another video. Hold on. Let me see what else he got on here. This the one where he said he eat the girls up. But I think he's talking about the gay boys. But let's get into it.
Girl does. Like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? And that's exactly how I apply it to myself to these days, in the way that I present, like in my feminine regalia. You know, I've always been a feminine being, and like that's just like how I best express myself. But I'm like, listen, I'm out all the time, you know, and like I'm killing a dress and no one else is. Like the girls in the room are not doing it. Like they don't look cute. They're not dressed to any nines. So, yeah.
I love it.
This, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem?
Okay, he might be talking about a real girl, but like I say, EJ Johnson, he hides behind his money, his status, and his labels, and he probably is thinking from his perspective, well, I have Hermes, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Or I have what them hoes be wearing that got all that money because I can't pronounce it and don't give a damn about it. But all of the stuff with the 2 letters on it that the hoes that be having all the money be going over to Dubai to screw for. He gets it for free, and he's using that, or not for free, but he's able to afford it. And I think that that's what he's comparing himself to other quote unquote girls. Like, oh, honey, I have this bag straight off the runway, honey. Bitch. So, bitch, we in the hood at a crawfish barrel. We don't give a fuck, bitch. It's a cookout, and okay, the bag is nice. You still can't pull no niggas though. Bloop. Hello. Let's move on. I'm just off of the EJ thing. I don't like delusional people, let alone delusional gays, because shout out to the gay people, especially the gay boys. Y'all can be over delusional. Y'all delusional like Pisces. That's why I can understand the gay boys a lot, because they're very delusional like Pisces. It's almost like I can understand them. You know, but ultimately, the ones who are overly delusional like EJ, I can't deal. I just can't. I just don't have. I don't have it in me. You know what I mean? I just don't. Let's move on. Now, let's get into Mama Tina. No, let's get into Swizz Beatz. So y'all heard they say Swizz Beatz and them is on trial. Not on trial. Let me tell y'all what they said, because I didn't say it. Don't come over here dragging for me. Go argue with your mom. So the people is on here saying that Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys allegedly kidnapped for an R-word at somebody. Let's get into it. I knew that dagging bitch was up to no good. I told y'all when that hoe got up from that piano and she had them boot cut jeans with them little bitty with them ankle boots on. I knew that bitch couldn't be trusted. Then when she came out from playing behind the piano and the bitch went barefaced, I knew again the bitch couldn't be trusted. I knew she was a masculine man from the moment I saw her hunched over that piano like Beethoven. Y'all love the bitch because the bitch was over there going, I don't even know if she was really playing the piano at this point. I said what I said. I never trusted Alicia Keys. I don't trust her or her clear ass mom. Her mom looked like a witch too. Said what I said. Then when she went took Mashawn, the husband, and then went back and made him put it on Love and Hip Hop, I said that hoe is the devil. That's what I said. I know what I said because I was there when I said it. Y'all, I like some of the songs. Don't get me wrong, but I've been always able to see through that Lily there. Yes, I have. I've been always able to see through Lily. But y'all love a bitch that can sing and play the piano, huh? Let's get into Stevie Wonder Jr. So apparently her and Swizz Beatz, after she done stole Mashawn, the husband, now the people coming out saying they raping and kidnapping and abducting people and whatnot. Let's get into it. It says things have escalated in a major way between Swizz Beatz and his ex, Jana Sebastian. It says late tonight, Sebastian took to Instagram with a series of alarming posts claiming she has filed a criminal case against Swizz Beatz for alleged rape. It says she also accused him of trying to silence her and made another shocking claim that their daughter Nicole had been abducted earlier that day. In the same post, Sebastian said she had been contacted with police, courts, and social services for years, insisting she had already taken the legal steps people keep advising her to pursue. She emphasizes that this has been an ongoing fight, not something new. She also issued a chilling warning, writing that if anything happens to her in the future, people should know who to look at. Daggily. Look. This update follows her earlier accusations involving Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys, where she raised concerns about their daughter's environment and claimed ongoing issues with her former partner. Ooh, as of now, Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys has not. Oh no, they has publicly responded. Oh girl, let me scroll over, child. Oh my God, Swizz, what is you and that girl doing? You know, I don't think Swizz is a nigga. You know that? Before we get into it, you know, I never thought Swizz was a nigga. He give me Middle Eastern vibes. You know, one of them boys that be on TikTok that be going, that be dancing to that song, that be doing like this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know them boys that be on TikTok that be going. He look like one of them or something. I don't think Swizz no nigga. I think they say he have. Girl, let me see the have. I don't know. You know, they do a lot of cosplaying. They do a lot of cosplaying in the streets. So y'all got to be careful in these streets. I never thought he was no nigga, though. I never seen it. His nose, I never seen it. I just didn't. You know, maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, let's get into it. And he looked like whatever they said they did it. Look how they looking at each other. What if Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz really runs a brothel where they selling coochie? That's not funny. It says, I have filed a criminal case against Swizz Beatz for RAPE. He is trying to silence me. He has abducted Nicole today. I have been in touch with the police, court, social services for years. I have done everything. She says, if anything happens to me in the time to come, you know who to look for. To all of y'all saying, go to court, police, lawyers, etc. This is exactly what I've been doing and fight against these people for years. Now, I want to say this in this lady's defense. Let's really be clear. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all seen how they said Kirk Frost and them and Rashid and them paid off the police down here in Atlanta. Remember how Amy said Dwight Howard pay off the police down here too? The police got a price, y'all. Y'all do know that, right? The police got a price. So I believe the lady was trying to call the police, but when they know who the person is and they got insiders on, it's kind of hard to get help. So I do believe that the lady might have probably tried to get help but couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the earlier case. Hold on. I thought I shared it. I did. Here you go. Because I want to get... Let me see. It says Swizz Beatz' daughter, mother, Jana Sebastian, continues calling out her ex online. Now claims she's filed a criminal case for RAPE against their super producer, that he allegedly abducted their 17-year-old child, Nicole Dean, and that he has allegedly ties to Jeffrey Epstein. As we previously shared, Sebastian has been taken to social media for weeks about things going on in her personal life. On February 22nd, she ranted about her daughter, Nicole, being surrounded by bad influences at home in the United Kingdom and wherever on holiday in the United States. She claims her daughter has, what is this? Ungenuine and toxic friends. She also alleges her daughter's father is abusive and her stepmother beats his wife. Oh, did they mean it like that? And her stepmother beats wife. Okay. They meant, why would y'all put it like that? Because y'all gonna make it seem like he was popping Alicia upside the head. She also alleged her daughter's father is abusive and her stepmother beats wife. Singer Alicia Keys, y'all could have left Beats' wife out there. Singer Alicia Keys helped get her daughter addicted to drugs. What? Resulting in Nicole's allegedly hitting her mother. Since battling her ex and his wife, Jana Sebastian is again dragging Swizz Beatz. On Wednesday, March 18th, she wrote on Instagram, I have filed a criminal case against Swizz Beatz for RAPE. He is trying to silence me. He is abducting Nicole today. We read that. Before the post, she attempted to make a connection between Swizz Beatz and the late financier and convicted SO, Jeffrey Epstein. She wrote in one post, SOS, Swizz Beatz in Epstein files. What? Somebody say, he picked you, girl. I'm sorry you have to go through this. And she says, yes. Be safe. I'm so very sorry. I believe they are crazy. Then somebody said, we stand by you. I thought I was seeing old news regarding this. What? So people is like, girl, what? Now, what is this? Swizz Beatz and Epstein files. Now, I can't see this, girl. Wait a minute. What does this say? I can't see that. Hold on, y'all. I got to go get it. Because I got to see what the people is over here trying to say. It's right here. What does this say? Spoke with, who is this? Let me screenshot it so I can see it. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to see what this is. Spoke with James Meakin today. He is one asking if you might like to be the personal assistant of Swizz Beatz, Alicia Keys' husband. Anyway, he asked, how are you? And I told him you were working at a boutique in Greenwich and assistant to the CEO. He immediately wanted to pass the condo along to see if you might know someone who would like to buy it. What is this? She says, help. Leslie Groff, personal assistant of Epstein, offered her twin sister, Ashley Hall, to be his assistant. Oh, this is the receipts. She says, Ashley Hall and Peter Hall have been mentioned many times in the investigation. So she's trying to say that this is the proof that somebody from Epstein camp tried to get her sister to move in through Swizz and them or something. Leslie Groff, life after Epstein in New Canaan. Leslie Groff from New Canaan, Connecticut, was one of the key women who worked for Jeffrey Epstein. She served as his executive assistant for more than 20 years. In 2008, she was listed as one of 4 unindicted Epstein co-conspirators on the controversial Florida non-prosecution deal. But she is also a mother, wife, sister, and daughter. What is going on? Okay. So these must be receipts. Leslie has been living her best life since she left work with Epstein. She can be seen on her husband's YouTube channel singing and dancing to the song Sisters with her twin. Oh my. So these are the people who are supposed to be connected to Epstein, who this lady is saying was connected to her daughter through Swizz and Alicia. Cheese is code for little girl. I just want to cry. Please, can you please also bring... Wait, Pete, can you please also bring cheese? What? Bring the cheese holder. Things you have so people don't see. What? So people don't... Let me read it off my phone because I can't see this. Hold on. Pete, can you please bring the cheese holder things you have so people don't manhandle the cheeses? I only have 3 sent from my iPhone. So she's saying that cheese is code for little girl, whoever this person is. And these are supposed to be emails from whoever this Peter Hall person is, or to Peter Hall from, I don't know who is this from, the Leslie Groff girl? I think I'm lost, y'all. Either way, what I did get from it is she's tying Swizz Beatz and them to Epstein and saying that they abducted her 17-year-old daughter. Now, abducted, I don't know how that works, if he has some sort of custody. I don't know if 17 even, you know what I mean? I don't even know if that even goes together with abducting and 17. Maybe at 17, you're an adult. In New Orleans at 17, you were an adult. So I don't know. But either way, the lady putting some very heavy allegations on the Swizz and the Beatz and the Alicia Keys. And let me tell y'all something. Don't none of this surprise me. Let me tell you why. Because I don't trust none of these damn celebrities. Nasty, funky bastards. Let's get into it. Nicole got addicted to drugs and vapes in the U.S. while in the care on holidays. This is why she is acting like this. It's not normal teenage stuff. I'm trying to save her from further destruction. I've spoken to her dad so many times about it. They ignore everything. They speak to Nicole and make me look like a villain to her. If you have to go public to save your child from drugs, you should, instead of your child spiraling out of control and publicly dying from an overdose in a bathtub like Whitney Houston. Bitch, don't put Whitney Houston in here. She ain't got nothing to do with this. Leave Whitney Nicole Houston name out of this. For an overdose in a bathtub like Whitney Houston's daughter, it is impossible to talk to her dad about these issues. We had a 9-hour talk recently, told him over and over again. Let me say this. I will say this, though, in the ladies' defense. Them people don't do all of that in the UK. In London and all of that. Them people don't eat like us. Them people don't smoke like us. I mean, don't get me wrong. They got vapes out there. And them hoes be smoking weed down to the ground. Did see them. You see what I'm saying? But ultimately, them people do have a different culture. And I'm pretty sure her daughter leaving the London place or the UK or wherever they from and coming to America, she got turned out. She was Olivia, lost and turned out. And unfortunately, probably by her stepmom and her daddy. And we know that's not impossible. We seen what happened to the last security guards. Y'all know who the last security guards is? D. Wade and his old husband. Who is D. Wade's husband? What's that girl named? Gabrielle. Gabby. D. Wade and his husband is another example that these couples get together and do real devious things. But let me see what this video is.
You have gummies. I don't know what that is. What?
Why are you sneaking, girl? This your house. Oh, she got weed? Oh, she got vapes. Oh, that's the daughter. Oh, she looked just like her daddy. She looked just like her daddy.
You have gummies. I don't know what that is.
This belongs to Alicia Keys. This is in their house in San Diego. Nicole has been hooked for years on that while in their care for the holidays.
What? Pure.
She looked just like her daddy. Look at her. Don't she look just like her daddy? Yeah, you your daddy's child. You look just like that nigga. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But I believe she over there vaping behind Alicia Keys. Now wipe the vape off, girl. She sucking dick. Alicia eat coochie, girl. Wipe the vape off. I'm just playing. It's a joke. It's all satire and funny. I'm just saying. You just pulling it out the purse, girl. Wipe it off on your shirt. You don't know what Alicia around there doing with them lips. Wipe it off first. And I'm not telling you to smoke, but if you're going to smoke, wipe it off. That's all I'm saying. You know, you just never know. But the lady says she want Alicia head. Swizz Beatz sneaks in a gun threat against his baby mama in a video of him and his mother following his recent altercation with the mother of his daughter, Nicole. This is from 2019. He has been threatening, harassing me for years. He hasn't taken any part in raising Nicole, never did any caregiving. They did it for power and control. He lies in my face when we have conversations, then does the opposite. I have to make it public for protection. This is why it is impossible to deal with these people. How about paying attention to the violence against women? This is an example of Hollywood patriarchy that you are worshiping in America. Check yourself and stop attacking the woman, the mother, on behalf of these people pumping their egos. He was drinking, driving with Nicole in the car that same year. These people are reckless. And again, this is no shade, but I just came from out there. Them people have a different culture in the UK. They don't do all of the horrible things we do over here in America. Vaping probably is like the worst thing for them people. And that lady said Swizz got that little girl out there doing all types of stuff. I believe it. Oh, yes, I do. I believe they got her out there sacrificing her, having her drinking on that liquor. You heard what what's his name? Usher told you what he was doing over there at Daddy's house. That's what they do with them churn. And speaking of, I keep my ear to the New Orleans streets. Are y'all familiar with New Orleans bounce music? I just found out recently they had this thing called the Bounce House in New Orleans where they were allegedly molested children that wanted to be in the field. Let me tell y'all something. These people is nasty, and it ain't just Swizz and his old lady. They got real nasty people in this world, and it wouldn't surprise me if him and Alicia got together on purpose. You see what I'm saying? So that they can do this type of little nasty stuff. But I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think they really over there turning that little girl out? Yeah, because she got a lot of receipts. Y'all, we got to keep our eyes and ears peeled on this situation. The lady says she's trying to save her child. I don't know, baby. Once your child get over there to America, it's going to be hard to get her back. I ain't even going to hold you. I'm over here, fat. Once she come over here, she might not. I done been here and there. You can't come here and want to go back there. That don't go like that. It's like a whole new world, bitch. Jasmine and Aladdin, bitch. Bitch, you get off that plane coming from the UK, bitch. You feel like you on a magic carpet. Oh, I'm telling you, I just came from over there, girl. You probably lost the fact. She's 17. She about to be 18. Just pray about it. I'm just saying. Yeah, they had around there doing adult stuff. Of course they did. And she a celebrity kid, so she probably around there entertaining other celebrity kids. Child, baby, if you come from the UK, once you come over here, it's hard to go back, fat. It's hard. I'm telling you, I just went over there. It's hard to go back. But anyways, y'all keep the daughter in your prayers if y'all want to. Keep the daughter in the prayers. You shouldn't have got pregnant by that lady. I know what happened though. You went got pregnant by Swizz Beatz on tour. Now you done had the baby, and now he done went on about That's to the young women out here. Stop having unprotected sex with these artists. They crazy. This ain't the 70s. This ain't Woodstock. Stop going. Let them men skeet off in you because they know how to play the guitar. That's to the women in the bike. Yeah, because let's start at the beginning. We wouldn't be here if you wouldn't have busted open for that nigga because he made beats. Stop busting open for these niggas who know how to do music. Them the worst ones. I'm just telling you what I know. A nigga who do music will do you dirty. Nah, take the information and do it as you please. Any nigga who like music will do you dirty. I'm just saying you gotta watch it. Nigga like music too much. That nigga manipulate you down to the ground. Look, babe, I wrote this song for you, dirty ass nigga. Writing songs down, but I love you. I give the rest of my life for you. Soon as the song over, he on the phone with a bitch. I'm just saying the music niggas is scary. The music niggas be scary. They scary. I just know how them niggas roll. They scary. I don't care if they play the instrument or if they sing the song. Them some scary niggas to me. That's just me. Now let's move on. Y'all get with these niggas at your own risk. Don't come over here saying nothing to me. Get with them at your own risk. Did y'all see Ochocinco? Ochocinco wanted me. Y'all saw he got into it. Would they talk you out your drawers? Shh. Girl. Listen. If the nigga say he do music, go that way. I'm just trying to save somebody's life. I'm telling you now. You meet a nigga and he say he do music, he be around the niggas that do music, or he stay around the corner from the niggas that do music, go the other way. That nigga is gonna take you through there. Not in a good way. He gonna take you through there. You're gonna fall in love, and then he gonna take you down to the ground. Argue with your mom. They great guys, but horrible partners, okay? Horrible partners. That's why most of them be single. Dead ass. Most of them be single because they're horrible partners. Great in bed, great guys, great, all of that. But when I tell you, them niggas gonna take you through that and make you want to cut them. Yeah. They make you want to pull out the blade. Like my girl on Harlem Nights. They make you want to pull out the grade. Like, for real. They make you want to cut them. Seriously. Leave them alone. Leave them people alone. I'm just trying to help y'all out. Now do what you want to do. Let's get somebody say ask Jill Scott. Hello. Now let's get into this. Did y'all see not Swizz Beatz? I'm still talking about them. Ochocinco had words, not necessarily words, but they kind of had a little tit for tat back and forth between him and Shannon and Sharpe, because I guess they had some sort of plans, and Ochocinco decided that he wanted to just go off and do something with his daughter or his kid for his birthday. And then because Shannon is a deadbeat, he didn't understand that. So he kept trying to beat the dead horse with Ochocinco, and Ochocinco ended up snapping on him like, bruh, like I'm not about to forsake what I got to do for my kid to do nothing. You see what I'm saying? So I just thought that this was ironic, and I saw a few things that I wanted to show y'all. So let's get into the clip. Y'all like the video?
Feel bad for who?
Joe,
What happened?
he up there at the game by himself.
He wasn't by himself.
Yeah, he was.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you argue with the mother of my child.
No,
about that
no,
then. Hold on, no.
See, there you go. Why you trying to blame? Bring somebody else into this.
I'm gonna let you argue with
Nah,
her.
ain't no arguing. Go at the chat. Ocho, you see, Ocho, this don't need to be no discussion. Ocho he know what all his kids' birthday. He knows if he's out of town, he's gonna contact the mom and say, we need to move this up because I'm gonna be out of town.
How you gonna tell her what? How you gonna tell her what to do?
What she told you what to do?
If she say I need you here today, I'm here today.
Okay, well, so what? But Ocho, you had made plans.
Hey, I don't give a fuck about no plans if my motherfucking child's birthday is here.
Well, you should have did that. What you should have did that with Joe.
I talked to Joe already. What are you talking about?
The man
I
had already got the
I
ticket.
talked to Joe earlier today. Now y'all don't piss me off about my goddamn child. It's her birthday.
Ocho, how you getting ticked off because you put this request in for a month ago?
Listen, man, I sent that man his money for a ticket. Y'all acting like it's that goddamn serious. I said it's my child's birthday. Anybody don't like it, you know what the F you can do. Now that's the last I'm gonna say about it.
Ocho,
I know. Wait. I know I play around a lot. My child's birthday is tomorrow. I have to get on the flight at 9 a.m. Therefore, Mama asked me to stay in town today to do something with her because I'm going to be gone the rest of the week till Sunday. That's all. That's all.
Ocho.
That's all.
Ocho.
I talk. Hey, wait. No, let me finish. I talked to Joe earlier today. I say, Joe, I'm not going to be able to make it because I have obligations with the little one. They moved what she had to do up because she has to prepare for a tennis tournament this weekend. That's all. Ocho. Now we make it a little bit more complicated than we should.
Ocho,
it's a serious matter. You telling me about a basketball game versus my daughter's birthday?
Ocho, you the one that recommended you go to the game. He didn't broach the subject to you.
What's name to go to the game?
Ocho,
what are we arguing about?
Saying you didn't do the right thing by staying for your child's birthday.
So why are we even making it a discussion?
No one is saying, Ocho. Now, how you gonna go to a game?
Hey, can I ask you something? When you have something to do important, do I say anything? No, I don't. I don't. So why y'all making it a big thing?
Dude,
feel bad for who?
Joe.
All right, I've seen a couple of things. I'll start at the end. What was going on is once Shannon realized that the energy changed, because Shannon was basically trying to clown Ochocinco for missing the game. That's what he was trying to do. He disregarded the fact that he missed the game for his daughter's birthday. He don't care about that. He started off trying to clown him for missing the game. But once he realized Ochocinco got serious about it, then he started nervously laughing, trying to make it seem like I was just playing. And then once he realized Ocho was standing on his square, then he turned around. Ain't nobody said it was wrong for you to go to your daughter's game or to not be with your daughter. So then what are we talking about? You got to watch people like that. They be really trying to do stuff to get a rise out of you. But once you make it to where they can't do it, they'll pivot and make it seem like you the one tripping. What do you mean? Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it. If nothing was wrong with it, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You bought it up because you was trying to clown Ocho for not being at the game, for being somewhere with his child. But you see, Shannon is one of them niggas that feel like if I throw money at the kid, I did my part. They got a lot of men like that. They got a lot of women like that too. They got women who throw money at their children and think that that's love. They got people like Shannon who I pay my child support. I never missed a child support payment, and they think that's enough. That doesn't raise a child. I'm pretty sure Shannon has missed damn near everything for his children. And he sleeps good at night because in his mind, he don't think he's doing anything wrong. I shoved money at him. What's the big deal? We see what happens to the kids who parents shove money at them. We saw what happened to the Menendez brothers. You get it? Them kids they grow up resenting their parents. I think what Ocho is realizing, especially probably coming from a family, that I need to be present for my kids. And let me just say this too. In his earlier career, when he had kids, when he was popping in NFL, he probably missed a lot of things as well. So this is probably something he takes very seriously. Like, hey, I missed a lot of things because when I had my first set of kids, because you know he got a grown set. So I'm pretty positive on his first set of kids, he had to do a lot of traveling for work. He missed birthday parties, football games, all types of stuff. Now that he don't have to play no more and he's an older man, instead of doing like Shannon doing and continued to play the game, he probably sat down and said, you know what? I'm more settled now. I got money coming in. I don't have to roll all around the world. If I continue to have kids, I'm going to be present in these kids' life because I couldn't do it before, do the work. That's what a man does. I also told y'all that that's what NLE Chopper was going off on Blueface for. Because as a man, you are judged by how well you take care of your family. I'm not a man and I know that. When real men congregate amongst each other, certain factors have to come into play. You cannot be regarded by other real men as a real man if you don't operate by taking care of your family. So what Ocho is doing is really he's defending his family, but he's also defending his manhood. Because as a man, what you're not about to do is make me feel some type of way by canceling a basketball game to go be a father to my child. Because being a father is a part of my manhood. But see, somebody like Shay, Uncle Shay, he don't think like that. All he thinks is to be a man, I got to be successful. I got to work out. I got to have the external things. He don't work on nothing internal. That's why he lost millions of dollars by a white girl. He don't work on the internal. He work on the external. So that's what I'm seeing from this. I'll say this. Ochocinco did right. I commend him for standing on his square because Shannon was trying to back him in the corner. And then when he realized it wasn't going to work, you feel what I'm saying? He tried to flip it around and be like, oh, no, ain't nothing wrong with it. Something was definitely wrong with it until I said it wasn't. This is what happens. And this is what it looks like when you know who you are, and what your purpose is. And can't nobody knock you off of that. Uncle Shannon should be ashamed of himself. He older than Ochocinco. Now it's kind of a flex to say, Ochocinco wanted me. Ochocinco wanted. It's kind of a flex now. Now that I know he take care of his shirt. Go ahead on, Ochocinco. It's kind of a flex. I like it. I like it with your little pink ball head ass. I like it. It's cute. I ain't gonna lie. It's cute. It make me be like, oh, okay, Ochocinco. I ain't thinking you like that. But now it's just like, all right, Ocho. All right. Okay, I see you. I see you a little different now. I see you a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? But don't worry about Uncle Shannon. Listen, age don't equate to wisdom, obviously. Now let's move on. Girl, let's get to Brandy. Oh, gosh. My biggest problem with Brandy is Brandy wants us to believe that she's a good girl. Brandy, you killed somebody. Did you forget? I think Brandy forgot she killed somebody. Oh, my bad. She didn't forget. She thought we forgot she killed somebody. Brandy, go lay, vocal Bible. Go lay, girl. Go lay. But because that didn't get plastered out because she was playing Cinderella and whatnot, she want us to still believe that she's the good girl sitting on top of the world up in her room and whatnot. Girl, Brandy, go lay. So why are we here? Y'all saw the whole spiel between Shyne and Mace. Shyne spoke about how he dated Brandy back in the 90s and he thought she was his dream girl, but didn't know at the time that Brandy was not only sitting on top of Mace's world, but she was sitting on top of that dick. Okay, allegedly. Okay, so anyways, they were having a conversation on stream and nothing disrespectful was said. We was all like, oh, it's cute, like shout out to Brandy. But Brandy is still over here trying to act like, oh my God, I'm such a sweet girl. Brandy, go lay. If you was in prison, you'd have a red band, bitch. Bitch, if this was prison, you'd be on maximum security, ho. Go lay Brandy Voca Bible. And I like Brandy, but I'm not going to let Brandy do it. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, she be lying with her little lying ass. Brandy want us to think that she's all a sweet little girl and we not about to do it, okay? But let's get into a little bit of the original back and forth between Shyne and Mace, and then we'll get into what Brandy got to say. Lord have mercy, Lord. This is a shame.
And it was a snitch.
Okay.
So I'm not. I think he know who it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna expose him.
Right.
But so I was so excited because this is my dream person.
Right. Talk about Brandy.
Brandy.
Right.
I'm a poor kid, Brooklyn, watching MTV, watching Moesha, watching her on BET, and you know, as a dream, I'm like, man, if she was to know Shyne, I got that.
Right.
So when I came up, she was in the crosshairs. Like I was sniping.
Right.
And yeah, I had no idea though, because he was special.
Right.
So he was running that playbook
Right.
so discreetly, so quietly. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
Yeah, so he was an ultra sniper. But I was so excited.
Right.
So I kept telling one of our mutual friend who was a snitch.
Okay.
So I'm not. I think he know who it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna expose him.
Right.
But so I was so excited because this is my dream person.
Right. Talk about Brandy.
Brandy. I'm
Right.
a poor kid, Brooklyn, watching MTV, watching Moesha, watching her on BET. And, you know, as a dream, I'm like, man, if she was to know Shyne, friends, and he was snitching me out. And then so Brandy was like, yo, who you told you here?
Right.
How so-and-so know that you here with me right now? And I'm like, oh, man.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
That's
you
what
elaborate.
That's my story.
What I'm gonna
Nah.
Friends.
So that was the story Shyne told. I didn't see nothing wrong with the story. He just basically said that he had this dream girl, because I don't know if y'all know, back in the day, we used to put posters of people on the wall. So he probably had Brandy on his wall. You see what I'm saying? Had his dream girl. He thought she was dope, but ended up not being able to deal with her because he talked too much. That's all he said. He didn't say he was in there running a train on and him and Mace had a flip. He ain't said none of that. You see what I'm saying? But here come Brandy, because Brandy want people to think because she be putting shoulder pads in her blazer that she's something she's not. And I refuse to let Brandy do it, Vocal Bible. So Brandy comes out and she has this whole diatribe to tell us that it wasn't like that. Brandy, dumb. Ish. I ain't gonna lie, we do think you was a hoe. We do think you was a hoe. But it's not because of what Shyne said. It's because, girl, we just started thinking about your roster. You had them, Fat. You did. You had them, Brandy. You had them, bitch. I was there. You was fucking with Wanye. You was messing with Colby. You was messing with Mace. You was messing with Shyne. This is no shade. The roster, it just brought it back to us, and we thought you had your way. We thought you was having your way. Ain't nobody mad at that. I don't even know why you had to come out. Girl, I would have let the people think I had my way in the 90s, girl. I wouldn't even came out to address this. Nobody ain't ever dragged for you, Brandy, girl. But let me tell you something. When people like Brandy do this, they hiding stuff. They hiding stuff. Let's get into what Brandy has to say. In the late 90s, I had a platonic friendship with rapper Shyne, allegedly. I'm just playing. In an unfortunate turn of events, that friendship is now being mischaracterized as we dated. Unequivocally, we did not. I'm not sure why an untrue narrative about a scope of what a friendship more than 20 years ago is being reshaped during his current media interviews. People telling their vision of my story is why I'm releasing my upcoming memoir, Phases. Oh, now you're writing something. You selling something. It's time to tell my truth and debunk many of the misnomers that people think they know about my life. Additionally, I rarely release statements and typically ignore stories about me in the headlines, even when they're false. But when I do decide to stand up for myself, I handle things on my own. While I love my brother Ray J, I don't condone or support the message he shared on social media and have not asked him to defend me in any form. Well, we know that. We know you didn't call Willie Ray. You didn't have to add that part in, but we know that part. But Brandy girl, like, I'm leery of people who care so much about their image. Not that you shouldn't. Everybody should care about their image to an extent. But I'm talking about people who go far, far out of their way to do this. I'd be very leery of those people. 2:22 on the clock. I'd be very, very leery because I'd be feeling like they go so far out of their way to create an image because there's something huge they be trying to hide. Girl, it wasn't that deep. You didn't smash him. Whoop-de-doo. Like, I don't, anyways, Brandy, go lay. I don't care. Let's move on. Because I don't, and then she writing a memoir, girl, is you gonna sing it? If you ain't gonna put it on the album, we don't care, girl, and you ain't gonna tell us the real truth. See, Brandy is giving me, and shout out to the late, great Aretha Franklin. Aretha didn't want us all in her business. No shade. So Aretha Franklin only gave y'all and let y'all speculate. That's what Brandy wants to do. Brandy don't want us in her business. No shade. And I'm here for it. Brandy don't want us in her business. So Brandy want us to speculate. But no, Brandy want us to give us the business she want us to have. And we not going to do it, girl. Where was Miss Sonia when you was out there popping it on the handstand? That's what I want to know. Oh, running behind Ray G. Running behind Willie Ray trying to get him a career. Girl, let's move on. Boosie can't catch a break, y'all. Before I do that, let me give y'all this honorable mention. Y'all see this clear man go off on Piers Morgan and expose him for being on Epstein Island too? Oh, let's get into it while I look for something else. Check it out. Hold on. The fuck? My hand's not working.
Say I'm homophobic at all.
I understand that, but I'm curious why you don't think disowning a child for being gay is homophobic.
What I do with my children is up to me.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
I don't agree with you going to Epstein's Island and having freak-offs with Ghislaine Maxwell and the rest of them. But I don't need to bring it up. I've never been to Epstein's this is about Island. Misogyny just to be clear, and everything like this.
Harrison,
okay?
Harrison.
Okay, I don't agree with that,
just
sir.
To be clear, just to be clear.
Freak-offs on the island.
Yes, nor do I. And as is
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Do you want to keep doing this? You'll make yourself look very stupid.
Are you sure, Piers?
That I've never been to Jeffrey Epstein's Island. I'm 100% positive. I never met the man, never went to his island. I met Ghislaine Maxwell for 5 minutes at a book launch. If you've got any supplementary
mentioned a lot of times.
No
mentioned
problem.
a lot of times in there, sir.
I have no problem. You're not, I don't think, if I say this very respectfully, I don't think you're very well informed about things like that. Or you wouldn't go there because it's...
Why are you in the files?
Why don't you check the 27 references to me in the files?
Why are you in the files, sir? Very close to these types of people.
Go and check. And all your followers, you can. The great thing about the Epstein files, you can put somebody's name in and you can
like to compare me to Tate and Myron and everyone else. So, Harrison, because my name is close to them in the manosphere. But if I compare you to Epstein and Maxwell, you have a clear problem with it.
No problem.
Sir. You compare me to Myron and all the others in this homophobic, misogynistic, whatever world. I'm comparing you to Epstein then, because you're in his files.
Harrison.
Exactly. Let's
You're
stop
making
this
yourself look an even bigger
back.
idiot than you did on the Netflix show.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
To people like you, sir, I don't mind that. You make yourself look like an idiot every single day when your wife is at home posting pictures that you're out and she wants to get used like a toy by a big black man who is cleaning her car. Is that why you have a problem with me? Is that why you're pushing this homophobic narrative? Because I'm the big black man that shagged your wife while you are on holiday. I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
all right,
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just
that's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
I wouldn't say I'm homophobic.
What? What? Nigga said Piers' wife want to get used by a big black man. I believe it. That's how they be. I believe it. I believe it. Then he said Piers was in the files. Piers said he was in there 27 times, but he didn't read the reference. Piers is friends with the Gillian lady. They say he was down there at the island, allegedly. I don't know, girl. It was a lot going on. Oh, my God. This man cooked this man.
Sure.
Do you want to keep doing this? You'll make yourself look very stupid.
Are you sure, Piers?
That I've never been to Jeffrey Epstein's Island. I'm 100% positive. I never met the man, never went to his island. I met Ghislaine Maxwell for 5 minutes at a book launch. If you've got any supplementary
mentioned a lot of times.
No
mentioned
problem.
a lot of times in there, sir.
I have no problem. You're not, I don't think, if I say this very respectfully, I don't think you're very well informed about things like that, or you wouldn't go there because it's.
Why are you in the files?
Why don't you check the 27 references to me in the files?
Why are you in the files, sir? Very close to these types of people.
Go and check. And all your followers, you can. The great thing about the Epstein files, you can put somebody's name in, and you like
to compare me to Tate and Myron and everyone else. So because my name is close to them in the manosphere. But if I compare you to Epstein and Maxwell, you have a clear problem with it.
No problem.
Sir, you compare me to Myron and all the others in this homophobic, misogynistic, whatever world. I'm comparing you to Epstein then because you're in his files.
Harrison.
Exactly. Let's
You're
stop
making
this
yourself look an even bigger
back.
idiot than you did on the Netflix show.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
To people like you, sir, I don't mind that. You make yourself look like an idiot every single day when your wife is at home posting pictures that you're out and she wants to get used like a toy by a big black man who is cleaning her car. Is
What? The big black man cleaning her car? So you mean she had niggas coming over there washing her car so they could get a little coochie? Who going over there cleaning that lady's car? That should be illegal. That's trafficking. Is she over there playing, telling niggas to come over there and wash her car so she can get a little peen? Now that should be investigation. That should be an investigation. That's trafficking, baby. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
Is that why you have a problem with me? Is that why you're pushing this homophobic narrative? Because I'm the big black man that shagged your wife while you are on holiday. I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
all right,
who's this? Applications are open.
All right,
that's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
Ooh, Piers. I don't know if it's true. You know them clear women, when they be married to them clear men like that, y'all ever, I'm being TMI, but I used to be very inquisitive about porn. P-O-R-N. I was very inquisitive and still is. If I need to see something, I'm going on there and see. And what I used to notice is when they used to be going to the scenes with the clear rich men and their wives, they always want them to screw the big old black dude. And let me tell you why. Because the men be having their little things be like this. And when they be getting the men, the black men to do their wives, the black men be saying, look at me doing your wife. And the women be going, and the husband be in the back going, So I believe, listen. I need y'all to pay attention. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I believe that Piers, one of them crackers that be getting his wife, he got the lapita bird like this, and he get his wife to get him a big old mandingo, and he get in the corner. I believe it. Like that Dave Chappelle skit. I believe he be in the corner under the covers watching his wife get dicker down. Yeah. I believe it because that's what them clears do when they get all that money. They weird like that. And the clear women are nasty when they get a lot of money. They get bored and their little cooches get too wet. They get nasty. Oh, yeah. I know about y'all heifers, too. They get rich. Their husbands get to having affairs and wives and children all around the world. And what do? Screw the pool dude, the dude who put gas in the car, the garbage man, girl, they be screwing everybody. They don't care who it is, as long as it ain't their husband. That's what they do. So I believe it. Either way, he was down there at the Epstein files or whatever the case may be, allegedly. Well, no, he said it 27 times, okay? 27 times he was referenced in the files. He claims he wasn't on the island, but he was referenced 27 times. So I don't know. I told y'all before, don't trust none of these clears and read none of them because I think they all was at the island. I'm hard-pressed to find who wasn't at the island. See, we think differently. Y'all looking for who all was over there. I'm trying to see who wasn't over there because in my mind, all of them was over there. I'm not sifting through. I don't like bargain shopping. I don't like sifting through trash to find treasures. That has never been my stilo. So in my mind, all of them was down there on the island. I'm trying to see who wasn't on the island. I'm not looking for who was, who wasn't. That's the thing. I just have a different way of seeing things. Everybody different. Anyways, I believe whatever they said about Piers. But you know who's having a bad day? Boosie. Now, y'all remember yesterday I showed y'all that Boosie, he was having a bad day because some woman had came on here and let me pull her up here. This lady had came on here and called Child Protective Services on Boosie. Let me get the lady on here. Now, y'all know Boosie just had beef with Kodak. Remember, he was beefing with Yak? Boosie was beefing with Kodak. And then now all of a sudden, he got beef with everybody in their mammy. So the people are alleging, not me, Kodak, but the people are alleging that Kodak put a hit out on Boosie. Not like a real hit to get him popped, just to get him emotionally popped. So the people are saying that since Boosie tried to play on Kodak, that somebody is sending people to come out and say all kind of horrible things about Boosie. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just giving y'all the story. Let's get into it. So yesterday we spoke about some lady that was on here saying that she was married to Boosie and ended up calling CPS on Boosie. Boosie ended up coming to the internet to tell us that he need to find the lady because the lady lied on him and called CPS. Let's get him on here.
Calling Child Protective Services on me. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, find out who this is. Child Protective came to me and Raj's house. I'm trying to find out who this is ASAP, so you can, if you know this number in your phone, I got $1,000 for you.
So that was Boosie putting out a PSA, APB, and what else they call whatever for somebody to find the lady because somebody was calling the CPS on him. This was the number. That was the number. That's who called the CPS. And let me get the lady on here. And this the lady.
Added to a cash app in her face. You're done. You're done. And she's a Boosie stalker. I'm all over her page. She's a Boosie stalker. This what people do. You crazy bitch. I found her already. Tied it to a cash app in her face. You're done. You're done. And she's a Boosie stalker. I'm all over her page. She's a Boosie stalker. This what people do. You crazy. I found her already. Tied it to a cash. You're done. You're I found her already. Tied it to a cash app. To the neck, but now I'm choked it up. I'm saying like.
This what the lady had on her page? Ooh, my husband Torrance, Ivy Hatch, always. This what the lady had on her page, y'all. Look. Ooh, Boosie, I'll be scared. I ain't gonna lie. Look at the lady got Boosie all on the page. Ooh. Girl, not her and Boosie. Wait, is this a jail picture? No, this ain't a jail picture. Girl, she photoshopped her in front of Boosie. Y'all see that? That's why he says she's a Boosie stalker. You're done. You're done. This lady crazy though. Wait, for real. We saw this one yesterday. This was the first lady who came out. So I don't know what's going on. All I know is today, yesterday, Boosie woke up to more bad news. Apparently, some woman said that Boosie essayed her when she was 5 years old while dating her mama, and Boosie's claims that these are not true, and he's offering another $1,000 for somebody to get this lady's name so that he can file a defamation lawsuit on the lady. Now, let me just say this. Suing only works for people who have things. Suing only works for people who have things. If I don't have anything, then suing me is just like, sure, whatever. You see what I'm saying? But Boosie wants to find the lady's name, not to sue her. He really wants his fans to go drag the lady. I'm going to be honest. But he wants the lady's name to sue her, but it's already out there. Even though some people may believe it, some people may not. The damage is already done. Now, I don't know who Boosie pissed off. If it was Kodak, I don't know who he pissed off, but these people is on his ASS. And this young lady came out and said when she was 5, she was sodomized by Boosie and some other things. Let's get into it. She says, I'm ready to tell my story, how I was, you know what, by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie, and how it was covered up, and how I wasn't protected at all. Let's get into the lady.
I'm ready to tell my story, how I was sodomized and raped by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. This took place when I was 5 years old. He dated my mother back around the 2000s. And he was a very violent person, what I can remember. He was very nice to me in the beginning. And it went about him coming around a few times after the fact. And he started to act like a different person. One night, my mother was asleep and he came in and he started to abuse me then around that time. I actually can remember I was sleeping. It was midnight. It was dark. I was sleeping. I'm ready to tell my story, how I'm in my bed at my grandfather's house. And I can remember him sexually assaulting me. And he was on top of me. He was on top of me. And I cried and I kicked and I screamed and I told him to stop. He kept raping me. He wouldn't stop. And I can remember him whispering in my ear that I would never have a true love. He would always be my first love. I can remember me in my bed at my grandma's, biting him, kicking, screaming for him to get off of me. I was having seizures. I can remember this man leaving me on the floor covered in blood. He left my grandfather's house and left me covered in blood, passed me a towel, and told me that I had to clean so I can clean myself. He cleaned himself. He gave me a towel for me to clean myself. And I can remember him leaving the house. I was so tired. I had to crawl to my mother, covered in blood, to get help. He ruined bonds. He ruined my.
All right, let's go back before we get to Boosie.
Bye.
Let's go back. Okay, so this is the young lady who came out and said that Boosie did all of this to her at 5 years old. I don't believe her. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Not because I don't think it could happen. It's just something seems off about this. Now, I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying I don't believe her, and I have a right to say that. Okay. Something is off about her fake cries with no tears. Something is off about all of this. This whole thing, the picture and the video. Something is just off about the whole thing. Something is just off. I don't know. This gives me more hit piece. And I'm not saying Boosie ain't capable of this. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this gives me more hit piece than realistic. Because my thing is, who is your mama? And if you crawl to your mama in the pool of blood, what did she do? What happened after that? Did she ended up leaving Boosie? Did she tell Boosie something? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, let me see if I can. Let me go on TikTok and see if she's got more to this. Let me see, y'all. Cause you 5 years old saying that this happened when you crawled to your mother. What did she do? Like, how did she take? What happened after that? To where now, you know what I mean? Not saying that she has an issue with the time, but I'm just asking. Let me see. Boosie. Let me see if I can find another piece of this. Let me see what y'all come see what this is.
I was by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. He was on top of me.
I think we saw that.
Biting him, kicking, screaming for him to get off of me. And I can remember him leaving the house.
We saw that part.
I'm ready to tell my story.
Does anybody have any of the other parts? Like, does anybody have any of the other parts? But so far, all I have is that part to go off of. Yeah, so far, all I have is that part to go off. It's something suspicious about this. I don't know, y'all. Something very suspicious about this. But anyway, let's get into what Boosie has to say in response to the situation. Because Boosie responded, y'all. Let's get into it. And he's asking for another $1,000 to get her name.
They got this lying ass bitch and gave me fake accusations saying I raped her when she was 5 years old. And gave me the worst accusation a man could have in the world, bro, you know. So I'm suing this bitch for defamation of character. I just left the lawyer's office. I need her real name. I got $1,000 to anybody who got her real name. I need her brother's real name, her cousin's real name, her mama real name, her grandpa real name. I'm gonna take everything from this bitch. If you know her kids' names, the schools they go to, I won't post them. I won't. I'm finna show this bitch that I'm not to be fucked with. You know. I mean, this some crazy shit, you know. Somebody probably paid this girl to do this shit, but whoever paid them, you done. I mean, you done. But I'm suing this girl for defamation of character on my name. Anybody, I got money, bro. Anybody got this girl name, I got money. You got where she work at. I'm trying to get this shit filed to her. All you blogs, I'm sending a cease and desist. I'm gonna sue y'all motherfuckers too. But
damn.
I'm lost for words right now, bro. But you trying to make some money today, and give me this information.
Well, what we need?
I need all information on this girl. Everything you can possibly think of. I'm paying for information on this girl. I mean, that's the worst shit ever. I mean, this bitch fake crying on the internet. Like, this is a damn shame. You know, the lengths people go. But yeah, if you trying to make you a quick 5,000 a day, I need information on this girl. I need her real name, addresses, all that, man. You know, I'm gonna show this bitch I ain't to be fucked with. I'm finna. You want Joe's bitch? You want play with me? You want play with my name, bitch? I'm gonna show you. I need information on everything, bro. All information. $1,000, all information, bro. They got this lying ass bitch.
So Boosie is stressed out because regardless of if it's true or not, those kind of allegations can be detrimental to anybody's career, period. Even if people don't take them seriously, those allegations even out there, your name associated with something like that, if it's not true, it's definitely detrimental to whatever it is you got going on. So it sounds like he's stressed a bit about this. He did ended up, hold on. Let me see. No, not this one. He did ended up doing some more videos. Hold on.
One night.
We saw that.
I found already. Tired of
We saw that.
Fucking devil, bro. You know, the day my album come out, this shit come out. I'm gonna take everything this bitch got. Let me show this hoe I ain't to be fucked with. What?
Let me read this side caption. It says, woman accuses Boosie of assault at age 5 while he was dating her mother. Rapper denies claims and offers reward for information to pursue defamation case. Now, my thing is this, Boosie, who is her mama? Did you really date her mama? Do you really know this little girl? Because let's start there first. Who is her mama? Nobody's asking that question. Who is her mama and did you really date her? Because now that will put you next to the little girl. This is what the caption says. Now he doesn't know who my mother is. He should be ashamed of himself. I will no longer speak about this matter. I'm letting my attorney handle this matter. Law enforcement is already involved. This will be a civil and criminal lawsuit on my end, and I will be pressing charges and reopening my case. I never disclosed pictures or his biological name and was free to share my story. So to the ones who are waiting for part 2 and receipts, I can't post anything as of safety and legal reasons right now. So, okay, so that's what the girl's saying. Only part 1 is going around the internet because she claims she can't post part 2 for legal and safety reasons. But according to her, she's filing civil and criminal lawsuits against Boosie. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's get to Boosie's response.
Fucking devil, bro. You know, the day my album come out, this shit come out. I'm gonna take everything this bitch got. Let me show this hoe I ain't to be fucked with. What? Fucking devil, bro. You know, the day my album come out, this shit come out. I'm gonna take everything this bitch got.
All he got to do is find out who her mama is and be like, I don't even know her mama, so this is a lie. Now, if you know the mama, that's different.
In my bed.
All right, we saw that. Hold on. Let's get here.
She don't have no money. What you gonna sue for? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna ruin her life and her kids' life. She broke her baby ribs. Bro. Yep. Yeah, I'm just getting all my pictures together. I got pictures of her kids. They kind of cute, too. Got some cute little kids. She broke the daughter ribs.
What?
Yeah, I got to get the kids, too. Yep.
Right.
I'm going to be
wait.
being a child rapist.
How does he know that? Maybe he looked her up and got the information. It says Boosie went off on IG Live after the rape claims, saying the damage already done and his kids got to grow up seeing that online forever. And in his words, you can't take something like that back once it's out there. He made it clear he feels like his name is being destroyed and now he's not holding back at all. And now he's not, oh, y'all said that. Even saying nobody's off limits and that he's ready to go all the way with it. The situation is getting more intense by the day. Do y'all think Boosie going too far to defend himself? All right, go back. Because what? My thing is, do you know the mama? Who is this girl? And how you know, I'm with the person in the audience. How you know this girl broke her churn ribs? Did you find it out through getting the information? Like what?
She don't have no money. What you gonna sue for? I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma ruin her life and her kids' life. She broke her baby ribs. She broke her baby ribs, bro. Yep. Yeah, I'm just getting all my pictures together. I got pictures of her kids. They kind of cute, too. Got some cute little kids. She broke the daughter ribs. Yeah, I got to get the kids, too. Yep. Because I'm going to be accused of being a child rapist for the rest of my life. Once it's something on social media, it never leaves. You call me a child rapist. She don't have no money. What you gonna sue for? I'm gonna get it. So your children not off limits. Because my children will scroll one day on Instagram and see this. Nobody's off limits. My kids have to hear this even when they get grown. My kids have to hear this for the rest of their life. So I'm finna post your kids. I'm finna defect their faces. Watch this. This is never leaving the internet. So what I'm about to do to your kids is never leaving the internet. Yeah, she broke her daughter ribs, so I need to find a video. I'm an AI to do something with her beating her child, and yeah.
What?
Kids are not off limits. I have 9 children. She has 2. So I gotta go extra hard at her children. I have 9 have to see this. 9. I have 9 have to see this and trying to make more.
You trying to make more?
Your kids will be laughed at for the rest of their life for what I'm finna do to your kids. They won't be able to go to school again in their life for what I'm finna do to your kids. I'm giving them nicknames. Your kids gonna have nicknames. You fuck with the right one, baby. You fuck with the right one.
They got receipts in the comments we gotta go get.
I'm finna. Able to go to school again, baby. At her children. I have 9.
Boosie not playing, y'all.
And the little boy, you finna put AI gonna put a dick in his ass.
What?
My get back is a motherfucker. 'Cause I have 9 children. 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 9 Your kids will never be able to go to school again. You broke her ribs, her nickname will be One Rib. Her nickname will be, oh, let me get her name. I forgot I got what's her daughter name again? Hold on. One Rib Alicia. One Rib Alicia. One Rib Alicia. Yep. My kids will have to look at this for the rest of their life. You watch this. You watch this, baby.
I'm not gonna play that first part. Y'all heard what he said.
You watch this. The little boy. Watch what I do to the little boy. Watch how evil I'm finna get. Watch what artificial intelligence finna do.
My thing though, instead of saying all of this, all he had to do was say, I don't know this lady. I don't even know her mama. Or if I know her mama, let me get her mama on the phone, man. What the, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much more he could have done than attack her children. And I'm not saying that he wrong for attacking her children, because I'm gonna be completely honest. If a nigga play with him, I can't tell him how to play back. But I'm just saying, I think that the children should be spared. Because if she's already beat one of her kids and they missing ribs or broken ribs or something, why would you even go in? And I get it, he feel like my kids gotta see it, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with him attacking her children. All you had to do was attack her. That's all you had to do. Her mother allegedly passed. That's true. Somebody said you don't put that on a man jacket. That's true. That's why I say it's kind of hard. You ain't wrong, because you don't put that on no man jacket. She was 5 years old. These Boosie allegations are disturbing. It says, my most favorite thing to do was lay on my mother's chest, drawing color with her, and love watching me ride bikes. I miss kissing her every night before bed. She was so beautiful, so full of life, such a good woman. Oh, her mama dead, and mother, and a good person. I miss her so much. Keep watching over me and your grandchildren. I will get my justice, not only for me, but for the family. Even though you're not physically here, even though you're not physically, you are right here in my spirit. I love you, Mom, with all my heart. Not a woman alive can take your place. Oh my, hold on, girl. It's too much going on. Hold on. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Let's see what this is. Wait till I find these messages so I can post receipts, since you don't know me and I'm lying. It looked like Boosie either. What is this, TikTok? Boosie, wasn't he sending her stickers in some time? Can't erase once it's on the net. Like, Boosie, I thought you said you didn't know her. Girl, this is getting bad. So this girl, I don't know if this is AI. I don't know how true this is, but this girl got video, pictures, alleged screenshots of Boosie sending her a sticker. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This is a lot. He don't spaz on kids. You right. You ain't wrong. I ain't gonna stop you when you're right. You ain't wrong. She was 5 years old. These Boosie allegations are disturbing. Somebody said if he got away with several murders, what makes you think he couldn't get away with what he did to me? Oh, my God. Not her throwing his bodies out there. What is going on, honey? We read this one. I can no longer speak about this matter. I'm letting my attorney handle the matter. Law enforcement is already involved. This will be a civil and criminal lawsuit on my end, and I will be pressing charges and reopening my case. Reopening? So that means there was a prior case. I never disclosed pictures or his biological name and was free to share my story. So to the ones waiting for part 2, and I guess she said she can't post part 2. We read that. She said for her own safety, she can't post part 2. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Boosie got away with a lot of things. I don't know. I'll ask y'all. Put a 3 in the chat if you think Boosie guilty. Put a 4 in the chat if you think he innocent. Let me see. Put a 3 in the chat if you think he did it. Put a 4 in the chat if you think he innocent. I want to see what y'all think. Not even innocent. Let's just say 3 he did it, 4 he didn't. It's kind of like even on the slick though. It's kind of like in the middle. I see 4s, I see 3s, I see. It's kind of like split. It's split, y'all. Because I see 3s, but I see 4. It's split. I don't know, because at first it came off fake because the girl seemed like she was forced and crying. But now that we seeing these alleged screenshots and the girl mama dead and Boosie, all he got to do is say, I don't know this girl or her mama, and it's over. But apparently he know the girl. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's just not looking good for Boosie. Now Boosie want to drag the girl kids. If her children is already over there being abused, I don't think that they need this. But then again, like y'all said, if it's not true and she's straight up making up a lie, then I can see why he would react so harsh. Would I do it? No. But I can see why he reacts so harsh. Now, let me just be honest. This could be Boosie's karma. This could be Boosie's karma. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is Boosie is looking to get the information on this girl or something for $1,000. They say she pressing charges, criminal and civil. I don't know how the criminal case is going to go. I don't know what the Louisiana law is for something like that. But criminal and civil law or civil that this girl is trying to press. Y'all, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. At first I was just like, I'm not buying it. And it's not that I'm buying it now. It's just that other factors have made me look twice. Other factors put me between the 3 and the 4. I don't know what the hell going on at this point. I don't know. And I'm not putting my neck on the chopping board for none of it at this point. You see what I'm saying? Because, ooh, child. Ooh, child. Things are going to get easier. But this is what I wanted to say. It's not a coincidence that Boosie was attacked the other day by the lady who called CPS. And now he's attacked again today or yesterday by a lady who's claiming this. Seems like Boosie could have pissed somebody off. I don't know. And if y'all want me to go conspiracy theory, if I were to believe that girl's story, if I were to be a conspiracy theorist, I don't know how old the young lady is, but that would mean that would be at the start of Boosie's career, which would also mean that if he were to try to break into the industry, he would need a ritual or a sacrifice, which would mean if, and I'm not saying it's true, but it would mean if something like that was true, then I could see that being some of the ritual or the ritual to get in. Because if y'all recall, we talked about this, a lot of celebrities, when they get into the music industry, they have to go through certain rituals, and a lot of those rituals are with babies and children. That's if it's true, because I don't know if it's true. I wasn't there, so don't get me to line. I'm just saying, if it's true, then it would line up to round about the beginning of his career. Then it would kind of line up to why, if we were to go there. But again, I don't know. I'm just speculating, putting my little words out there. Because Boosie said he about to sue everybody. He going Cardi B on everybody. Now, Boosie, you out of pocket. We didn't do it. The lady did. How you mad at us? Boosie out of pocket, girl. He let's get to Mama Tina and this nasty ass gumbo. Now I told y'all yesterday, y'all. I said, y'all, I'm from New Orleans, and in New Orleans, we don't cook or eat gumbo in the heat of the night. We just don't. Because I understand, being from New Orleans, that the heat outside could literally ruin your pot of gumbo inside. Now, I thought maybe it's because New Orleans is very humid, and humidity plus heat index, Maybe that could be why the gumbo was spoiled. But ultimately, it's different. It's just that because of all of the fixings, the way that gumbo is prepared, if you do it correctly, you have to do everything fresh meats, fresh seafoods, fresh vegetables, fresh all of that stuff. Then it has to be temperatured. It has to be temp at a certain point so that it doesn't go bad. I've seen people lose $300, $400, $500 pots of gumbo simply because it went bad. I've seen people gumbo go bad for people opening and closing the refrigerator too much. That's how much temperature gumbo have to be at in order to maintain. I know when we was growing up, what my mama would do, if she wanted to make sure she put gumbo on the side, immediately after she cook it, she put a whole bunch in a container and freeze it. That way, if the pot go bad, cool. We got a little something on the side in the back. At least we got that, because it's too much preparation and food prep that goes into gumbo. It is not something that everybody and their mama should be standing over the stove doing. I'm gonna be real. Okay? It's just not. Wait, before we get into that, no, I'll do that later. So anyways, yeah, like I was saying, it's not something that you could just stand over the pot and do. But yet still, everybody want to play in the gumbo pot. And then here it is, Mama Tina was running around here selling y'all that gumbo. And I told y'all that I don't think y'all should be eating it in the heat of the day. Especially no seafood gumbo. I say this. It'd be one thing if she had like just a little chicken and sausage gumbo or something like that. But shrimps and crabs in the heat, you got to make sure that while you're cooking or while you're putting it out there, you're still cooking it. So there's that. But on top of that, you got to make sure that the chicken, like I said, all of the meat is up to temp so that when you're preparing it, it don't go bad. But here it is, because Black people seem to be so idolized or so weirded out behind these celebrities. Y'all go and give them your whole everything to let them kill you. So Mama Tina create gumbo, and now people getting sick. And that they say the health department had to shut it down. Let's go get it. And I could have told y'all they was going to shut it down. Look at this bitch. I wouldn't have ate nothing from her. Look at her. Do y'all see this woman? You got to be a new age fool to eat something from this lady. Look at her. So according to the news, they say Monday, Mama Tina's gumbo boot was shut down following a complaint investigation. A statement to TMZ from Houston Health Department stated on Monday, March 16, 2026, the Houston Health Department issued a temporary closure of Mama Tina's gumbo booth at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo as a result of a complaint investigation. The vendor was cooperative, and the department recommendations and the vendor was cooperative with the department's recommendations and passed a subsequent inspection. It was authorized to reopen on Tuesday. So it sounds like they closed it on Monday, and she was able to open it back on Tuesday. Now, before we get into this, let me say this. I worked in food services. I was a waiter, and I worked in all sorts of food and services for about total, I'd say about 15 years, maybe 20. Okay. And what I know is working at restaurants, having a mother who owned a reception hall where they served food. There are things called food specs. And when you have a restaurant or you serving food, this ain't no supper you created to get your husband out of jail. This ain't no supper for your little cousin to get buried. You have to make sure things are up to temp because people can get sick. Okay. And what happens is Mama Tina probably had that gumbo out there in that heat and wasn't keeping things up to temp. And when the person got sick and called the health department, they came out there, tested the temp on that shit and shut it down. That's typical for any restaurant. Anywhere all over America. It's a federal law. If you go sit down at any restaurant, big or small today, if you go home and get sick and call the health department and tell them they need to go back there and check that restaurant out, guess what the health department gonna do? Go out there and check the restaurant out. They have to. They have to. They can't even ignore your complaint. Once you call and say, hey, I just left out of Popeyes and I got sick, they on the way to Popeyes. It's their job. They like the OSHA for food, if y'all understand what OSHA is. Okay? So anyways, it sounds like the girl got sick and called the health department, and when they came out there, they probably checked the specs on the food, and it probably wasn't up to temp, which is probably why the girl got sick, which is probably why a lot of y'all got sick, because I showed y'all a video of the other day of the man who threw up and got sick. Let me see if the girl video on here. Look at Mama Team. Let me go get this girl video.
Guys, I'm at the booth, and I'm about to have my gumbo for the day. I've been eating it every single day. You can see how much shrimp, jumbo shrimp, and sausage, and it's chicken all the way through, and crab meat is amazing. So, take my bowl. I got to get down here with some rice. How y'all doing?
I can't sit with
Hi guys, I'm at the booth and I'm about to.
And all she has to do is get her celebrity friends to come out there and be like, hey y'all, come try this gumbo. Not only her celebrity friends, all she got to do is get her her fans, her daughter's fans, to get out there and act like this is the bee's knees. And once they do that, oh yeah, they coming and flocking. And that's exactly what they did. Not realizing that, hell, them celebrities probably ain't eating that crap. But ultimately, they just want you to come down there and spend your cakes and your coins. I want to go get the girl. So the girl who actually filed the complaint, she's on TikTok. And she's been windmilling with her head down behind it because people like the Beehive have been making it seem like the girl making it up and just hating on Beyonce. Ain't nobody hating on no ugly ass Beyonce. And she not ugly, but ain't nobody hating on her. That shit was nasty, okay? And it should not have been served. So I want to get into the girl. She actually called the health department. She actually had them, they sent her to the hospital. She had to give a stool sample. She had to do all of the above so that they can see what happened and why this girl got sick. This is law. Okay? This is law. Let's get into the girl telling her side of the story of what happened. Because they was windmilling on her in the comments.
Yeah, so I went to the doctor today. They gave me this. I have to poop in here. Then I have to use this scooper that's inside of that one, scoop it in there. I have to put this in the freezer. Then I have to put the poop or the diarrhea in these tubes as well. This is 8 different tubes that I have to fill up with shit. They also drew my blood, okay? They drew my blood to make sure. They basically testing for everything. So whatever it is that made me sick, we're going to find it out ASAP. They told me it could take a week for the labs to come back. I've already put in the request for the official report, the official inspector report from the health department. Since people are saying, oh, that's not the health department that texts me, it is. Why would I get on the internet to just lie about some shit? If it was just nasty, I would have said that. And then people talking about, oh, you don't like Beyonce. It has nothing to do with liking Beyonce. I love Beyonce. In fact, we're related on my dad's mother's side. Like, literally, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with that. I became violently ill after eating the gumbo. It has everything to do with the fact that the health department shut the stand down because the food was handled improperly. When I spoke to the health department, the man, his name is Justin, he's the inspector. And I told him what went on with me. He went out there the exact same day. They went out there immediately. They saw things that were wrong. They were supposed to be preparing the gumbo at a nearby restaurant that was approved, licensed on the permit. They were not cooking the fucking gumbo at the licensed place. They were cooking it at an unlicensed place.
Pause. Now, this is very important what this girl is saying because this is true. Y'all don't know these laws, so y'all are ignorant to this, so I'm going to help you out. Food prep is so important that it can send a restaurant owner to jail. People can die from getting sick from the shit that you cooking. This ain't selling plates out your kitchen window. This is real live right here. And when that girl called the health department, by law, they got to get up and go see what's going on. It's no different if you call the police and say, go do a wellness check. By law, they got to get up and go see what's going on. And it had to be something real bad for this girl to have to send all them samples off. If they were supposed to be preparing the gumbo at a certified location, a location that was okay, that means that's for special food specs, probably to make sure that the food is stored properly at certain temperatures, that all this stuff got to go into play because you cannot do that outside. You can't cook a pot of gumbo outside. You're not supposed to. The girl not lying. The whole thing, the whole idea of gumbo outside to me was a red flag. But then shrimp and crabs outside in the heat? Nah. Then on top of that, I got to worry about if you even know what you're doing. Double nah. The girl not lying. Let me let her finish.
Moving it to another unlicensed place. Go sit down, Snoopy. Then moving it to the rodeo. Get on the couch and sit down. Then moving it to the rodeo. They found foods that were supposed to be frozen that were not frozen, meaning if something is supposed to be frozen and it's not frozen, food poisoning. Food poisoning. They didn't test the gumbo. They didn't do any of that. They shut it down. They made them throw all of the gumbo away and they made them stop serving. Okay? If the health department shuts you down, that means that you were not on the up and up. You were not doing the proper things. There's no way if you're doing the correct things as you stated in your permit that the health department can come in and shut you down. Okay? I have no reason to lie. I told y'all the complaint ID number is literally up there. Y'all talking about HIPAA this, HIPAA that. HIPAA is when you go to the doctor that doesn't allow your doctors to give your information out. The health department deals with public health. It's public record. Anybody can get those records. That's why I posted the complaint ID number. So if you guys are so concerned about the truth, call the Houston Health Department, give them the complaint ID number, and they will literally tell you everything the report says. Or you can go online and you can order the official report as well because, as I stated, it's public record because they're serving the public. Yeah, so I went to the doctor today.
Hold on, she got another video.
Went to the doctor today. They gave me this. Okay, y'all.
Is that her? Hold on.
Reached our Consumer Health Permit Office. We invite you to visit our website at www.houstonconsumer.org.
Oh, this her calling the health department.
If you would like to participate in a brief survey after your call.
And to verify that they won't be reopening.
Oh, child, hold on.
Okay, y'all. So as y'all can see, my eyes is swollen. I don't know if y'all could really just tell. Like, I don't know. My eyes are swollen. I'm fucked up. Extreme, like, I got the bubble guts. I done took all type of diarrhea medicine, like all type of medicine to get better, and I'm not better. So we get to the rodeo. I just literally just got off the phone with the health department, and I told them what happened to me, and I told them all I ate before going was a bag of Cheeto Puffs, and when I was there, the only thing I drank was a bottle of water. And I paid $5 for a bottle of water and $27
for Mama Tina gumbo, the seafood gumbo with the blue crab, the shrimp, the chicken, and the sausage. So, okay, my lips is dry. So we get there. I eat the gumbo. It was soupy as water. Keep in mind, I got this phone, and y'all saw this phone in the video. So I have two phones in my hand. Got my gumbo in this hand. We walk in. I'm trying to hold this and trying to eat or whatever. But as soon as we got it, I'm like, okay, it's moving like water. So I'm like, okay. It looked like it's watered down for real, but I'm like, okay, we still gonna try it. Because the whole reason why my dumb ass went to Even Much go try the gumbo was because me and my mama got into an argument because my mom was just like, okay, y'all, you are related. My daddy been telling me since I was a kid, like we related to them on his mother's side, on my daddy mama's side. And they was invited to the family reunion, but they didn't come, but they were invited to the family reunion. So, okay. I'm like, okay, that's my mama's like, that's your people. They from Louisiana. Anybody from Louisiana know how to cook gumbo, this, da, 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 da.
That's not true.
So I'm from Houston, but all my people on both sides is from Louisiana. New Iberia, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, like literally everywhere. So okay. I get the gumbo.
Most people don't know, but a lot of people in Houston got buku family in Louisiana. Like Houston is like New Orleans and Houston. Louisiana and Houston is like first cousins. A lot of people in Houston have a long history of family in Louisiana and vice versa. Because a lot of people from Louisiana leave there and go move to Houston, and sometimes vice versa.
Well, I'm like, okay, this is like a soup. But I'm like, okay, I just spent $27. So I ain't got it like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna eat the fucking gumbo. So I ate the meat out of it. Then when it was at the end, it was just the rice and the broth. I threw that away. And so I'm like, okay, that shit nasty. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay. The reason why I tried it, because I'm like, they always, people, y'all go eat McDonald's, y'all go eat all type of bullshit, but y'all don't never speak up on them. The white people businesses. I don't even know if I can say that on TikTok. But then when it comes to a black woman, they always trying to tear a black woman down. They always, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, these motherfuckers is lying in the reviews. It's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way. So eat the gumbo. It's 3:30 when I eat the gumbo. By 10 o'clock, I'm starting to feel like, I keep burping. Every time I burp, I taste the gumbo. I'm like, okay, I'm hot. First, I was hot. I was sweating, and it was cool outside. It wasn't cold, but it was cool. It was a nice little breeze when the sun went down. So, okay, whole bunch of shit. Fight broke out. People start running. Had to escape behind the damn tent through the back way. That's a whole nother story. Oh, my God. So, okay, we get out the rodeo. We leave. We finally get in the Uber. We get back to the car. At this time, it's like 10 o'clock. Well, 10, almost 11. I'm feeling sick. We in the car. And so as soon as we got back to our car, I'm like, hold on. Pull over. I got to throw up. I got to throw up. We had to go back because somebody left his keys. Went back, got the keys. When we went back, I got out the car again. I'm like, hold on, I gotta throw up, y'all. Something don't feel right. My mouth is watery. Like, I don't feel good. Like, something ain't right with me. Like, so, okay, get in the car. We driving again. I'm like, okay, pull over. I gotta throw up. Get out. As soon as the motion stopped, it's like, okay, I'm good. I don't have to throw up. Get back in the car. They like, okay, we just gonna get you some bags just in case you gotta throw up. We gonna get you some bags. So they give me the little store bags or whatever. And so I got the double bag. I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm just like, let me just lean back and just try to make it. Because I parked at my friend's house. So I'm like, let me just make it to my truck, make it to my friend's house. So, because it was 4 of us that had went, the people y'all saw in the video. So I'm like, okay, I need to hold my shit together at least, because I did not want to throw up. He had a nice little car, sports car. I'm like, I don't want to throw up in here. So we almost, because I stay in Cyprus, we almost to my house, I say by 2.5 miles from my house. And next thing you know, it just started coming up. And I'm not thinking. I should have told him to record me while I was throwing up, but I couldn't even much talk. Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, it was like an out-of-body experience. Like, I thought I was going to die. Like, I swear to God, on everything I love. Like, it's so crazy. I get out the car, because I had to, it's a 2-door. I had to climb out the car. I'm all in the bag. I'm drop the bags and I'm throwing up on side the damn shit. And next thing you know, I start spitting. And when I'm spitting, I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh shit, there's blood. And it tasted like blood because it was like metallic in my mouth. So I'm like, oh no. Like, oh no. So my friend Kayla, the one y'all saw in the video, she's like, oh, I'm finna call an ambulance. You need to go to the hospital right now. And I start screaming at her. I'm like, don't call no ambulance, bitch. I can't afford no medical bill, no trip, no ambulance trip, no none of that. Like, just bring me to my truck for real. And I go, just throw up shit or whatever at home and get myself together. So I had already been saying I was ready to go, because I was supposed to go to a party. My cousin people was having my cousin was having a party, and all my people was gonna be there. So we were supposed to leave. And I was gonna go back to my truck and then go there. Did not make it. Okay, so I get back to my truck. I drive home. I got the chills immediately after I threw up. So I threw up blood. Then I had the chills. Get home. I just got naked. I washed my face and I just laid down. Like, I I was scared to get in the tub. I'm like, oh shit, I just need to lay down, back and forth to the bathroom, laying down. Wake up. My goddamn eyes are swollen. My eyes, my eyes hurt. Like I don't know, like my eyes are sore and my eyes are swollen. So I'm like, okay, something ain't right. And I told my mama, I'm like, mama, first of all, it was like soup. And then now I'm sick as a dog. And she was just like, oh, so the reviews was real. Like, that shit is true. I'm like, yes, mama, like, this shit is crazy. I'm sick as fuck. My stomach hurt right now. Like, yeah, the health department, I'm going to record it when the health department call me back, because they told me they had inspectors right now there testing everything, because at the end of the day, it don't matter if we related or not. Y'all need to have, that can kill somebody. Y'all need to have y'all shit together, especially when you serving all them people. And I knew something was off, y'all. But I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try it, get my honest review. Y'all, get the gumbo. Before I get that, I asked the man, I'm like, what a line at? If you go to the rodeo, I've been going to the rodeo my whole fucking life, like my whole childhood. This was my first time as an adult. The last time I went was in 2013 when Mary J. Blige performed. So, okay. I'm like, why is no line? It's a line. For every food place, every ride, everything is going to be a line. He talking about some other lines just left. And I'm like, okay, another thing on the side, it say no returns and no refunds. It's fine, no returns and no refunds. And I'm just like, no return on no place at the rodeo except for Mama Tina Gumbo do it say no refunds, no returns. And this shit crazy. I should have had, when I was eating the gumbo, I should have had one of my friends recording me. Well, it's my friend's co-workers. I went with my friend co-workers. I should have had them record me when I was eating the gumbo, recorded how I looked at like just like a brown water. When you do that, I should have recorded myself eating the gumbo. I should have recorded myself throwing the cup away. I should have had them record me throwing up. I should have had basically everything recorded.
You don't need all that fat. You got your receipt. Your debit card was swiped. That's all you need, my love. You don't need none of that.
But I don't do content. I'm not a content creator. I don't just be record. I barely take good pictures and videos and shit. So it's like I'm not a content creator. So it's like everybody's like, where's this? Where's that? But I'm definitely gonna post when the health department call me back and tell me what's going on, why I'm sick, what the fuck is going on with me. And I'm gonna also post my receipt showing where $27 for Mama Tina's gumbo was spent.
That's all she need. I believe everything this girl's saying. All she needs is a receipt that she bought it. That's it. They had people in that girl comments saying your fat ass probably ate something else. Don't blame this on Mama Tina. You just saying that because you don't like Beyonce. And I'm sitting here thinking, people are really crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If I would have been throwing up and saw blood, bitch, I would have passed out. Girl, they would have had to call an ambulance because they would have thought I stopped breathing. Bitch, no way I'm throwing up and seeing blood and I'm saying, take me home. Take me home? Bitch, please. If I see a speck of blood, bitch, I'm about to pass out, and they're going to have to get the ambulance to airlift me to the hospital. Y'all stronger than me. Mm-hmm. Y'all way stronger than me, because I can't do it. Mm-mm. But the girl said she had metallic stuff coming out of her throw up. And then she said when she got there, they didn't have no line. And then she said Mama Tina got no refunds and no returns. That tells me she know that shit nasty. Get your paperwork in order, Fat. Go get you a lawyer. Go get you one who like the ambulance chase, but a good one though. Get you a lawyer. That boy who got sick and threw up out there, get him too. And go get any other person who ate the food. Even if you didn't get sick. Hello? I'm not recommending it. This is what I would do. I wasn't at the rodeo, but this is what I would do. If I went to the rodeo and I bought a bowl, then I would go with a girl and be like, I got sick too. Class action. What's up? Who all bought a bowl? Who all bought a bowl? That's what I want to know. Who all bought a bowl because we would all be getting paid? What is we saying? What we on? What we doing? How this about to go? Who all bought a bowl? I believe it. They shut it down probably the first day because of the food specs. Probably wasn't up to temp. And they probably told her, you got to come back tomorrow and try again. They probably came back tomorrow. And who knows, Mama Tina probably paid somebody. Because see, the first call was off the rip. She couldn't stop that one because she wasn't expecting it. But you see that second group? Because everybody got a price. That second group of them homies, the help people, probably came over there. She threw them a little something, greased them up under the table. Go ahead on, let me finish selling. Okay, I got you. Whoop, and y'all back over there. Now, I don't know if they got lines out there for Mama Tina Gumbo, but if I were you, I wouldn't do it. I personally wouldn't do it if I were you. That's just me. But who am I? You know what I mean? Now, let's get into reclassification. Let's get into this little bit of education before we hop up off of here. Y'all, Black America, we talk a lot about reclassification and how we've been reclassified over and over again. Black Americans are the only people on the earth that has been reclassified the many ways that they have. We are the only ones that have gone through what we've gone through and still been able to stand up the way that we've been able to stand up. So you should give yourself a big pat on the back, Black America, because now it's time for you to not only pat your back, but to stand up and take your place, okay? I need y'all to understand that. But at any rate, classification. There's only one group of people all over the world that's been reclassified over and over and over and over again, and it is the Black American, which some may have called in the past the Moors, the Mers, whatever, the Indians, Indigenous, Aboriginals, Black, Negro, all of the stories, all of the names, African American, Black American, all of the names we've had, these are all reclassification. Now we've even gone to FBA. That's not an actual name, but it is a social name like FBA. These are all new reclassifications. And the reason why we're the only people who've been reclassified is because we're the only people being stolen from the magnitude, or at least at the magnitude we're being stolen from. And the reason that they're able to be successful with stealing from us is because they need to keep us stupid. We need to remain dumb and gullible and thinking that it's not happening. And as long as we think that, everybody's able to steal in peace. However, it's gone are the days of us being ignorant to this. We are in the age of Aquarius, and now it is time to know. And what it is time for you to know is who you are, Black America. No more going through all of the names and classifications of all of that. It is time to know who you are. Okay. And why you were reclassified, because it's not only knowing who you are, you need to know why they hid who you were from you. That will open your eyes and your mind up to something completely different, but neither here nor there. Reclassification is a thing. They'll try to tell you the $5 footlongs been reclassified, but that's not true. Not like us. They'll try to tell you the orange juice people have been reclassified. Not like us. We are a peculiar, special group of people because we are the Most High God, Most High God's children, and we are treated and persecuted as such. Okay. Now that we've gotten here, here's this clear man. He does a lot of videos online. I seen him often, but I'm not one of those black people that run and go share what the clear man said. However, when he do say something good, I'll share it. And he does share a lot of good content. And I saw this video when he spoke about reclassification, and he shared some other stories from other people. And I wanted to share it with y'all because this is an age of knowing, like I said, that genealogy is very imperative in these times. You have to know who you are, not think it, not guess it, not be told by somebody else. I can't tell you who you are specifically. No other person on the internet can tell you. The only person or thing can tell you is your genealogy. So do it. Let's get right into the video, y'all. Like the video.
All right, racists. Welcome to Comma Class. Today, we will be discussing who is reclassified in the United States and why.
Your birth certificate reads Black, Negro, Colored, and you're indigenous. Do you know you have an ironclad lawsuit against the United States under misclassification?
I know I've covered this subject before, but I must lay the groundwork for the history behind today's subject, as many people believe I have an interest in making things up when they've never seen a video taken down from this page for misinformation. And I know you report me for it, because you tell me when you harass me in my inbox. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's start with the scum of the earth. Walter Ashby Plecker was the head of Virginia's Bureau of Vital Statistics from 1912 to 1946. He also pushed the Racial Integrity Act of 1924. He pressured every vital statistics bureau that served Black American communities to reclassify anyone indigenous appearing to match the African ancestry as colored, Black, or Negro, aiming to prove that Virginia Indians no longer existed. Meaning, if anyone in your family has those titles, they would be considered misclassified. But that's not totally a bad thing. And I know that some may say that this is not my place to discuss this. But what I'm about to say is me giving my observation, not giving my opinion or advice. There is only one group in this entire country that holds the title of reclassified terms. Whether you like the terms or not, there is a benefit to calling yourselves the reclassified terms. And that benefit is they become the legal justification to win your legal battles. Because now you have proof that you match the reclassification that is known as... I know that the two terms on the screen are offensive, and I totally understand why, but I think your feelings towards these terms were by design. They've put them in the media and used them in a derogatory sense to further distance you away from the titles that are on treaties and on documentation. Think about it. They can only achieve that level of brainwashing via Hollywood, which was the intent all along. It's no shocker that everything in this country is about you. The creation of movies is the same thing. It had you in mind, Black Americans, to indoctrinate everyone. Not just you. That's why they sell us all the sad stories of the Native Americans, to gain sympathy, so that the narrative is controlled via your emotions. Because I have yet to see any of the Asiatic natives who claim to be indigenous provide any proof or documentation about their reclassification. If Black Americans aren't reclassified people, then who was? For all of us getting the privilege to live and experience your delineation live time, Black Americans, we are lucky because you're teaching us all. As I'm sure you know, we are all learning from you, our true leaders. So thank you. And I hope that today's lecture was a new way to view the reclassified terms, because it's always been you that holds the power, and they know it. And they've been fighting like hell to keep you from knowing.
Shout out to the clear man. You know, the first thing that I was thinking about when I used to see him is at first I was annoyed. And not because of what he was doing. It's just because, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like it's always some white man in our shit. And then I realized he's needed because I know that my people would rather hear it from him than somebody who looked like me. Does that make sense? This clear man not saying nothing that Dane Calloway ain't already been saying. Top Cats, none of the Abos, none of the Indians, me or nobody else. And I'm only throwing me in there because I'm a content creator, not because I have the longevity of the Dane Callaways and the Top Cats, because I don't. However, I realized it put me in the mind of 1865. The clear man got to come over and tell some of these niggas that they free in order for them to realize it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I just hate that about us, but it is what it is. He's right in everything that he's saying. We are the only group of people that has been reclassified the way in which we have, and we have the proof, our birth certificates. My birth certificate says African American, whereas my mom says probably Negro, and hers probably says something different. That is proof of reclassification. And that very same reclassification is what they tell you is the reason why you're not indigenous. They'll say, oh, yeah. Your indigenous documentation say that your great-great-great-grandmother was an Indian, but you different. You're not. It's the same reason why I got a different classification on my birth certificate than my mammy, because they were reclassifying us over and over and over again in Black America. The only way to go to the government and say, hey, you owe us is through what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Genealogy. I'm not on here every day telling y'all to do genealogy because it's cute. I'm not on here every day telling y'all to do genealogy because I get a stipend or at least a check. I don't get nothing from telling y'all to get on here and do your genealogy. I'm doing this off the rip, off the heart, because I need y'all to understand that the key to get out of this hellhole that we living in is through the paperwork, genealogy. That's why every day I come on here and I give y'all the morning announcements to, even if y'all get tired of hearing it, to remind you, start your genealogy. Get the paperwork so you can go back to the government and say, you got me, but I got you on paper. Run me my coin. You see what I'm saying? Genealogy is so important. I swear to God, for y'all who doing it, y'all gonna thank me later. Y'all gonna thank God. Y'all gonna thank everybody. Genealogy is the most important thing a Black American could be worried about right now. Not the Epstein files, not who else? Not none of this stuff going on in the industry. You can walk and chew gum and listen to it, but what I'm telling you is, if you ain't doing genealogy, then you already lost. All that windmilling on the internet about who's who don't mean nothing unless you got genealogy. If you niggas ain't got paperwork to back up the shit you talking about, it don't matter. It don't matter. If you don't have no paperwork to show who you is, that you can go up to them people and say, hey, you owe me this, and this, and hey, this, and this was wrong, then it don't matter. You just talking out the side of your neck. Without the paperwork, you just talking out the side of your neck. Start the genealogy so we can go get this bag. You get it? Because for y'all who just really want the bag, even for y'all, you're not going to get it saying you're a Black American. You're not going to get it saying you FBA. Hell, you're not going to get it saying you Indian. You got to have the paperwork. Paperwork. Do your genealogy. That's the only way. There's too many Black looking people in America for you to think that they're going to take your word at face value. Do your genealogy. And shout out to the Clear Man for putting the message out there, because you know what's crazy? Like I said, somebody like him could reach a further audience than me because of my people, not because of them, because of my people. They'd much rather hear it coming from this man than me, for multiple reasons. Number one, he's a man. Number two, I'm a woman. And I'm not saying that I'm ungrateful for the crowd that I have, because I'm calling in the people that need to be called in. But I'm just saying, I need us to take heed at this so we can know exactly what it is we're doing and how we're operating. We shouldn't have to hear it from the Clear Man. If 1865 didn't teach us nothing, it should have taught us that sometimes we need to just stop and listen to each other and to ourselves. It don't take an outsider to come tell you what the hell going on. Start listening to the people who got your best interests at heart, and start listening to the people who look like you as well. Not just the Clears. You know what I'm saying? Listen to all of us, not just the Clears. Ooh, somebody say, how about his people when they hear what he's saying? Child. But you know, one thing I know about the Clears from that era, because he looked like he might be in his 20s or 30s, he don't give a damn what his people got to say. Them Clears don't even care about their mamas. They not niggas. Only niggas be 30, 40 years old worried about what their mama think. Clears don't give a damn about what their mama think at 10. You think they give a damn about what they ma and they paw around there hollering about at 30 and 40? They don't even like their mamas and daddies. Hell no. Black Americans are the only people that be saying, boy, if it wasn't for my mama, I would have. Boy, if it wasn't for this, you feel what? We the only one to have that love fear. That's what I call it, a love fear for our parents. Well, even if we be grown adults, and certain stuff we just not gonna do, because even though we know our mama can't whoop our ass, it's just a level of respect that you got. We the only group of people that do that. That white boy don't give a damn about what his mom say. They could probably be starch racist for all he care. He don't give a damn. Them clears leave their parents' house and never go back. They never see their parents again. He could care less. Yeah, they take him out. They don't give a damn about what his mom them say. He don't care. Robin Thicke, thank you for the super chat. Says, did you hear Afro Man? It's really interesting. Yes. And I remember Afro Man from back in the day. I was going to know that wasn't him, but till I got high. Was that him? I think it was somebody else. I remember Afro Man. I saw it. I saw the civil case that he won basically because they ran into his house. I think that's a distraction though, but it's funny. I just think it's a very huge distraction. Thank you for the super chat. Exquisite Empress, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. KK4796, thank you for the super chat. Says, if you have it in your heart, I would love to hear you talk about Afro Man running them clears crazy in court. We'll bring it up tomorrow. We'll put it up tomorrow. How about that? Thank you so much. Exquisite Empress, thank you for the super chat. Says, Boo, did you see the Witch's Brew Mama Tina's Gumbo pop-up shop was closed down by the Houston Health Department? A lady was vomiting after eating it. Yes, we saw it. Thank you, beautiful. Lovely Kim Trail, thank you so much for becoming a new member. And also, thank you for the super chat, lovely Kim Trail. I appreciate you. Colette Full, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. Says, I got my babe sweatshirt. Happy to support you from Slidell. Shout out to Slidell and shout out to all of the people supporting Babe. Babe is the new wave. Hit that link, voodoodolltvshop.com, if you would like to support the doll. Support my little my brand. Babe is the new wave. Black Americans versus everybody. That's Babe. Hit it up. Thank you, beautiful. Hey Jay New Orleans, he says, thank you for the super chat. Says, all prayers to the victims, but autocorrect is there. Spelling is important. Please read and comprehend more. Ignorance is how they get us. Right. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. I appreciate you. September Virgo, thank you for the super chat. And thank you again. She says, Harpo, who this woman? Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Jay New Orleans, thank you for the super chat. Says, a private investigator will find her far way less $1,000. IP addresses are so easy to track. His attorney couldn't help with that. Talking about Boosie. Yeah, you're right. Because Boosie is on the internet asking people to find this lady's ID for $1,000. When he got access and money, he could have found somebody to find who she was. You're right. I don't know. I think Boosie being attacked, and it might be warranted, but either way, it's not looking good for the boo. Thank you again, Jay New Orleans, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says, and the fact that he already is stating his intentions, if he does that, he will be breaking federal doxing law, and she can sue him. Doxing is illegal. Yes, so Boosie was saying because the lady said that he SA'd her at 5, he was going to put up pictures and all kind of vile videos of her kids. And Jay New Orleans is right. He can't do that. Legally, he cannot do that. He would lose everything if he did that. But yeah, it's a hard not like for Boosie right now. Thank you. Blackness, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Jay New Orleans, thank you for the super chat. Says he's gone to jail. Anything that happens to her can now be blamed on him. He should have sued and shut up. This makes him appear guilty. Yes, he's talking about Boosie. So Boosie basically saying he's going to expose that girl and do all of that. He's going to get himself in a lot of trouble. And I'm with you. If he would have just, honestly, if Boosie wouldn't have responded, I think it would have went away. I feel like if Boosie never responded, especially the first lady with CPS, I think it would have went away. But the second one, even if it would have got a little traction, if Boosie would have been like, man, people playing with me and just said that, I feel like we would have believed him. Even though I don't like Boosie, I feel like I would have felt like maybe it's not true. I don't know. Who knows? Thank you so much for the super chat. Miss Parker, thank you for the super chat. Says, I know one rib is so mad right now. I know you lying. Get off of here, Miss Parker. I'm not about to play with y'all. Thank you, Jay New Orleans, for the super chat. Says, coming to the internet with street justice invalidates the whole thing. It's illegal and online is evidence. We have to stop justifying stupidity to many of our people online, losing everything from a post. Facts. You talk so right. You just say all the right things, Jay New Orleans. Thank you. And thanks again for the super chat. Says, I'm finishing a segment on Gumbo right now. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sharpe, for the super chat. Says Gumbo is from our people. It's in the Bible, Isaiah 65:4. Thank you. I'm gonna go check that out when I get off of here. I think my mama might have said that before in the past. Thank you so much. And also, you know what else she said? Chicken. What they call it? Quail or something in the Bible? Did y'all know that that's supposed to be the chicken that we eat? We've been eating chicken since the Bible days or something like that. I remember my mama saying something like that. Mother Tree and Moon, thank you for the super chat. Says this food ain't real. The strawberries I got. Ooh, my God, be careful. Thank you so much. How do you say it? Nikki John, thank you so much for the super chat. And of course, also for making it rain. Thank you so much. Let me get the cue to music up here.
I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes.
Thank you for the super chat. She says, hey, boo, just wanted to send an appreciation gift. I just started back doing my genealogy again. Also, thank you for reminding us to ground. It's so healing. Last happy belated birthday. Love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for wishing me happy birthday. And I'm so glad that you finding something from this. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Just thank you. Thank y'all. I hope I can help somebody. Every day I come on here, I hope to reach one person. That's all I could do. But thank you so much, Nikki John. I appreciate you. Belinda Scipio, thank you for the super chat. Says, Voodoo, have you heard about the number on the back of the Social Security number card about the federal bank? No, send me the info. Send it to me, Fefe. And Elise Son, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, can you talk about the Nigerians one day? Girl, what about? I stayed talking about them. Girl, what you want to know? What you want me to talk about? They've been quiet here lately, but as soon as they get the windmilling and acting crazy, I drags them online. What is the Nigerians doing now? Shout out to the Nigerians, not all the Nigerians. I'm talking about the ones here in America. When I speak about the Africans, I'm not talking about the ones on the continent minding their business. I'm talking about the ones over here playing in our face. And with that being said, I'm about to hop up off of here, y'all. I will go live later on. We got to get into Krishan. The clears are on her ass. They on her ass about Junior. We're going to talk about it later on. That and a few other things. So make sure y'all pull up to the Dollhouse. If y'all want to see where I'm at, it's called the Dollhouse Reacts. It's on YouTube. I'm going to pull up later. We're going to joke some fun stuff a little bit. Not really fun, but at least something so serious. With that being said, I'm about to hop up off of here. I love y'all down, and I will catch y'all later on the next one. Peace. Bye, y'all.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, fix it for your boy, drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.